proceeded to summon a demon, which didn't show up until 12:12 the next day, and we proceeded to watch a teacher get murdered. Then the headmaster say "Abraca, fuck you" before getting murdered. The demon tried to kidnap Julian, and everyone, aside from Alazia, is logically scarred, and Julian is compulsively going to smash mirrors now.
I don't like mirrors anymore. They're just
not scratch mirrors.
You used to like them so much.
Yeah, I mean, they used to show me
them.
my true self. Now they remind me of a place I do not ever want to see.
They remind me
like
of
the rain after camping.
Okay, so Julian,
Hey, I'm throwing up.
your ears are ringing horribly. Not like a
that's not
horrible
good.
like psychic thing, but just like there's like a you're really out of it. You're really dizzy, and like things are sort of kind of slowly coming into focus. But like the last couple minutes have been a blur. There have been things kind of like darting across your vision. Sounds, you've seen people run past you, but it's all just kind of fading, like you're in sort of like a catatonic state. And there's a woman in front of you who keeps saying your name. You just hear, Mr. Farfire, Mr. Farfire, and it all just
Ooh.
you kind of bland all of it, and then it sort of starts kind of coming into focus, and you sort of register the fact that the deputy headmistress is right in front of you, kind of leaning over and like looking at you concerned.
Oh shit.
Hey, wait, have we had time in between this happening before and Julian falling unconscious, I assume?
So it's been about a couple hours.
Okay, because I would have done Leku a favor and re-hit his one for him.
Ooh.
The other one.
The
one that looked evil. That kind of knocked him unconscious.
It doesn't look evil.
Really?
It is a okay for depiction. It is a Yun wand. So it is pale white with a lovely pattern throughout it.
Okay.
And it seems to emulate some form of protection over it.
Okay, then I'll leave his wand with him.
You'd have no reason to even like register its existence.
Yeah, fair enough. I do kind of want to steal the pocket watch, but no, I'm not going to go that far. Yeah, sorry. Didn't realize. I was just wondering. So it's just been a couple hours and Julian's been unconscious?
Yeah, Julian, you're sort of slowly kind of coming into conscious. You see Miriam is sitting beside you. She kind of she's like kneeling down. She looks shocked, but okay. And she's resting a hand on your shoulder. And you see the deputy headmistress is sort of kneeling on the ground in front of you, sort of haphazardly in between the shards of glass standing around the frame of the mirror. And she's holding a clipboard and a pen. And as you sort of like start to like come into things, you feel this horrible like lingering presence of like the thing's hand still on your face.
Oh god.
There's like a searing pain, and you feel like the thing's like it's still grabbing you, even though there's nothing there.
I am going to check out my face.
Why the smile? Because the monster ripped out the principal's eyes and drew a smile as it put it on the table.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was scary shit.
Hey, there's new faces here.
Yeah, there are new faces.
Yeah,
So,
I
Julian,
put my
you
hand
sort
up
of
to
put your
check my
hand-
face.
You put your hand up to your face, and you feel like this like irritation on the skin, and you look down at one of the glass shards on the ground, and you've got like this like not like a burn mark or anything, but like a rash, like these 5 long like rashes across your face where the thing's fingers were like
Is that
collapsed
me,
around your
Ryan?
skull.
Yep, that was me. Hi.
You see that across the room, Dante is completely passed out. He's just like slumped in the corner, and all over his like wand hand, there's like blood pouring out.
Pouring is in like water way pouring, or just
Not like pouring, but like
It's like-
seeping, his
Yeah.
hand is bleeding, and there's
Is there like a visible wound, or just wound that's coming from, or is it just like his hands pour or suddenly blood gushing?
There, it's like there's almost like there's a cut on the inside of his hand, because like the outside is just like covered, like not like it's not like red, but like there's blood seeping down it, and there's like it's kind of a small pool gathering, but there's no like visible wound.
Okay.
You see that, Julian, as you're sitting here, the deputy headmistress kind of puts a hand on your face.
Oh, I react.
Says,
I try and get it off my face.
She sort of
So does Julian have
apprehensively.
burns now?
They don't, Julian. They don't look and they don't feel like burns. They don't feel like super scarred, or it feels just like a little like just marking on your face. You're not sure if it'll be permanent or not. You can make like a medicine check on yourself if you wanted to.
Probably later.
Rash.
Right now, I don't think that's a part of his mind.
The deputy headmistress is sort of still kneeling in front of you. She says, "Julian, are you okay?"
He'll probably shake himself, somewhat conscious, just wide-eyed. Huh? What?
She clicks the pen in her hand. She says, "Describe the beast that attacked you."
Oh, shit. You probably have visions of it quite closely.
Little flashes.
Yeah. Just yellow eyes. Moths. Large. Antlers.
She's like jotting all this down. Meanwhile, Gale, you're gathered in a line with Alesia, Yurtle, and Gar as this elven woman who you've never seen before. She sort of arrived with two other people after the incident. She's dressed in like this like woman's suit, and she's sort of addressing you all sternly, and she's been questioning you about what happened.
I'm still compulsively playing with a dagger or my sword.
She's turned to Yurtle and Alesia, and she says, "You two turned into animals during this attack?"
Yes.
No. I didn't at all.
That seems blatantly wrong.
Well, she wasn't fully an animal.
Beardle, shut the fuck up. You smoke weed.
I feel
She
like
says,
that's...
"We had several students give witness reports that you two both attacked the monster while transformed."
Well, that's normal for Yurtle, at least. He transforms a lot.
They're just blatantly wrong.
New girl who keeps denying this for some reason I haven't seen do it before now.
Alesia, go make a deception check.
Jesus
Oh boy!
Christ.
Oh,
She
fuck.
says, "Very well. What happened during the attack then? What did you... she also has like a little clipboard and a pen."
Some fucking hulking behemoth thing came out of their mirror, started just fucking with people's faces. The headmaster... Well, no, I think he killed Mr. Cooper first.
Yeah. Blows
That-
hand.
Then the headmaster broke in to shout, "Abraca, fuck you," caused a rave that hurt it, died, came back to life, I think. I don't know, there's a lot of blood over there. It looks like he either got mortally wounded or died. Stuff happened, some fucking spell was cast. I swung a sword at it a lot, and I don't know, a lot happened.
You see, there's a woman in like a white robe standing next to Varian, sort of like holding, like with her hands on his face, and she sort of at this point gets up and starts walking across over to Dante, and you see that Varian has like blood still splattered all across his face, and he's got like these like wrappings all across the sort of his left, like the entire left side of his face underneath his eye. and he's just sitting like scrunched up in the corner, like holding his hand over it. And the woman sort of goes up to Dante, and she takes the wand out of his hand and starts cleaning the blood off of it. Off his hand, not the wand.
I feel like I need to make that kid a replacement sort of prosthetic thing for his face.
A prosthetic face.
Yeah, like like a cheek filler, so it looks normal.
Sure.
I don't feel like you have the supplies or will ever have those supplies.
Just faux flesh.
This entire time, there's one of the other people that sort of came in with this woman. This elf with this enormous mustache has been walking around the room, aiming this big sort of telescope device at everything and sort of looking around.
I was gonna say, is that supposed to be like a gun that you were just?
He's got a rocket launcher. It's got all these multiple lenses, like it's a laser or something, and it's like it like keeps switching between them and looking at all this different stuff. And also, meanwhile, Leku, you sort of also slowly come to consciousness. You feel horrible, like awful, like just sickly, and you feel dizzy and faint. And as you sort of stumble awake, you see the face of Elliot standing next to you, and then also a face you do not recognize of this.
I freaked the hell out.
Says, "Hey, kid, calm down, kid." And he sort of like rests a hand on your shoulder.
Where's the monster?
He says, "Listen, it's gone. It's gone."
Okay.
He's holding a cigarette in one hand. He kind of like dabs the ashes off to the side, and he says, "Listen, kid. I've been hearing that when the monster attacked you, you fired off some sort of spell. Could you describe what happened and what you did?"
I was trying to cast a higher level spell I only read about. It was my only option, I thought. It was Arcane Scorcher. Sorry, my mind's a bit blurry. I can't remember the name of the person who made the spell, but it was something Scorcher. It was meant to be a three-ray.
He's like nodding during all this.
A three-ray attack that would burn the creature. I thought because it was made out of wood, it would be much more effective than a simple fireball.
You said the creature was made out of wood. Could you describe the beast a little bit more?
Its back had like roots coming out of it, and its torso was composed of an unknown component, but mostly consisted of moths. It had flesh on its arms and legs, but it seemed to have some relation to the moths to protect its upper body.
Elliot says it also it had goat legs, and it had antlers. It had claws, and he sort of makes a little claw gesture with his hand. And Leku, in front of you, behind the man, you see just an enormous amount of blood, and you see like a sheet sort of laid out on top of it with a vaguely body-looking shape coming out of it, kind of like Julian under the carpet, but a little bit more adult-shaped.
The classic.
The pocket watch is still in your hand.
Fair enough. I'm going to... I don't know. I'm just gonna, like, pat around for my wand. Like, see if I can find it.
As you look around, you start to, like, panic because the wand is... You don't see your wand anywhere, but then you just sort of look over and it's underneath the table you're right next to, just sort of on the ground.
Okay. Where is my bag?
If you would have brought your bag to class, it'd either be like by the desk or it would have been knocked across the room somewhere.
Probably. Well, a lot of people are climbing over this desk, so it could possibly be on the floor here or something. But yeah, it's either around here or on the floor.
The man with the cigarette sort of walks past Ellie as he's still describing the monster, and he walks around the table to go over by the guy with the mustache and starts talking with him.
Darius, has anyone by this point told them that Julian bit off the thing's finger and it's somewhere around here?
No one has said that.
Are you gonna say it? Do you want to tell her?
Yeah, I'll tell her. Why not? Well, I wasn't sure because you said it's been a few hours, and I'm not sure how new these arrivals are and what has been said. What has been said. Bleh.
She says, you're saying a student bit off the thing's finger.
Yeah, and he puked it back up, and it should be somewhere here.
She starts looking around, and she makes eye contact with the purple guy, and he reaches a hand into his vest and pulls out a horrifying, like just clawed finger, wiggles it, and then puts it back inside his vest pocket and continues to talk with the mustache guy.
I'm sorry to be so frank about this, but I'm sorry. Who the hell are you guys?
She says, we're a Federation. This is sort of an investigation of what happened at the school. So when the creature entered the room, apparently none of you saw it.
Well, I saw it.
I didn't.
I swung a sword at it.
Well, yeah, I know. I swung a sword at it, and after everyone else seemed to be able to, after like everyone started moving as well.
She says everyone started moving. What do you mean?
Yeah,
I just fucking froze it.
Well,
that bitch freezes
so I
time.
was here sitting in this classroom, and then the headmaster's head is blown off. Some kid is right next to a giant demon thing that looks like it's trying to murder him, and the red one screamed before I could process the fire genasi screamed before I could process everything happening.
I shouted for King and Country. Anyways, but fuck that guy. Freezing time is a bitch move.
She says, you say the thing froze time. Could you elaborate?
Oh yeah, the clock didn't seem to move to something.
The clock tried to move, but it couldn't, and we couldn't move. The second hand on the clock was looked like it was trying to move, but was being stopped by something. And then after a while, we were able to move. But yeah.
Also, he drew a smiley face with the headmaster's eyes on the table in front of me. That was fucking disgusting.
She nods and she says, so she turns to Yertle, kind of understood what you were saying, Alesia, and she says, so you're saying that you were able to see the monster as it entered the room, but you weren't able to move?
We weren't able to move. My back was towards the mirror, so I wasn't able to witness the creature enter, but I was able to see the clock.
She
I know
nods.
Julian was facing that direction.
She says, which of these is Julian?
Blondie, look, girl hair.
The person who bit off the finger puked and is currently next to the headmistress. And
you probably want to move him from the charts of class.
Next to the chest over there.
The deputy headmistress sort of leaves Julian and starts going over towards Dante to start helping him sort of be treated. And Julian, Miriam kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. No, she already had it. She sort of leans in closer and she says, Julian, are you okay?
He'll kind of just lean heavily against her, shaking his head.
she'll kind of like further put her arm like all the way around you, sort of like in like a little hug. She gives like a little pat on the back. You see Piper just kind of leaned up against the wall, kind of like hugging her legs to herself. Elliot sort of walks. He sort of shoots you a look like he says, "Are you okay?"
I'm processing everything that's just happened or occurred.
He nods. He sort of looks to go like walk towards the sheet with the body under, and he sort of like as he approaches and looks at it, he sort of stops and just kind of starts walking the other direction.
I'm going. Is it okay if I do something?
Yeah, say what you want to do.
Cool. I'm gonna grab my my wand and start moving over to my bag.
All right, yeah. She just waltz over. Do you remember which seat was yours?
Yeah.
All right, just go move your guy there.
I just start packing up my stuff.
The woman sort of turns to you students again. She says, "So, you all fought the monster."
I stabbed it. Yeah.
I slashed with it.
I turned to a tiger and followed what my instincts said with protecting others. Yeah.
She says, "So, one of you bit off one of its fingers. Did any
Oh
of
no,
you do any
that
other?"
was Blondie.
Again, Julian.
She sort of nods. She says, "Yes, I know. But were any of you else able to damage the creature? Did it look hurt? Did it seem?"
No, it just seemed
I mean, I got my sword stuck in the back of its wood, if that says anything. And, yeah.
It
I was
looked
able
hurt
to-
by magic.
Out of character,
Ratchet
I'm gonna
tickle
refer to say more. Because, yeah, in character, I don't think it makes sense.
So, at this point, the door opens, and in walks the man you guys haven't really talked with, but Calaros, the counselor.
And
And he sort of emerges into the door first, and then you see behind him he's pulling by the ear Todd.
ah, shit.
Oh god, how does he look?
Is Todd even closed?
Oh my god, I forgot about Todd!
So Todd is basically he's just been covered with like a little towel.
Fuck.
Besides that, he's completely naked.
Gale breaks out into a snicker as soon as he sees this. Doesn't matter if he was just horrified.
The lady doesn't say anything, but she looks up and like looks at you as you snicker, as you're just sort of scribbling on a little clipboard, and then as he walks in, the deputy headmistress kind of gets up from Dante and sort of goes over to stand next to him.
All Todd's fault.
And I guess just okay, Leku and nah. Okay, just Leku, go make a perception check.
Okay. Let's see. Like it was not that perceptive.
Okay, you see that the man is sort of just speaking with the deputy headmistress, and he seems very angry about something, and he keeps pointing at Todd.
Because he wasn't at class.
And he
Just
had like
naked
devil's
on a rope.
scripture written around him.
Yeah, that was.
Devil Scripture, his ass is fucking 3rd degree sunburned. Also, Dante's online.
Dante.
Oh, wow.
Dun dun dun.
Don't snitch on a brother.
Anyway, so this elven lady, we done here? Can I go fucking break down in private, please?
She sort of turns to you and just says, "This investigation will be continued to carry to be carried out, but I suppose you are free to go.
Oh, finally, fuck this place.
There we go.
Hey,
Dante!
Dante! Jinx.
Right,
Didn't even say it at the same time, so that wasn't even a valid jinx.
It was same time for me. But yeah.
Communication.
we fucked up, man.
Launch game.
We fucked up big time.
Well, I guess Dante can now actually be conscious.
Woo.
Kenny,
But who knew a prophecy of you getting bitten by a moth would turn into this?
Look, man.
Question: How?
Messed up everything is at the moment.
Yep. Question: Is this like the doctor lady that others have seen before, but I haven't seen before?
Yeah, she was in the infirmary, just to those who would know that. I think just Leku, and then Yurdle.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
I was going to stop by the infirmary today.
I think Alazia has two, to be fair, because she was down. No. Defense class didn't bother taking people.
She doesn't look like a teacher or anything though. She looks like a student. She looks like she's like 17.
I was about to ask, how old does she look?
Yeah, no, she looks like
Two-year
a
difference.
teenager, like maybe like a little bit older than you, not by much.
Hmm,
She
cool.
looks like a student, but she has like a completely different robe on. She's got a white robe.
Fair enough. Wait, so are we supposed to be 14 or 15? I forget.
There was no required age. You just had to be kind of around that range. Yurdle's
Okay.
9.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
9 because I was going with my racial teens
Mhm.
instead of. Yeah. I mean, if I was 15, I'd be that old. And
Okay, so Dante,
Sorry.
Yeah.
at this, you're on the screen, right?
Yep.
So at this point, you slowly start to come awake.
Okay.
You're sort of slumped over on the ground. Your ears are ringing like crazy. You're super out of it. Everything is dizzy. You feel really faint. And as you sort of come to, you're slumped on the ground with your feet sort of like entangled in a stool. And you're sort of like limply holding out your arm. And your hand is profusely bleeding.
Oh
And
boy.
there's a girl standing like who's like kneeling next to you, and she's like holding it. And you see that you were holding your wand, but it's sort of been removed from your hand. And in your hand, it's like some weird mix between like a knife and like being burned. There's like this etched symbol of an eye in your right hand.
Top
been
or
like-
palm?
On your palm, and it's been like embedded in your skin, but it's like a burn, but it's like bleeding, and
Neat.
like the skin is just like vacant, and there's just blood pouring out everywhere. Okay, I need to go for just a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Magic Man.
So, yeah, this is the thing.
And we fucked up.
So, that ritual, guys. Good idea, right?
No, it's a perfect
To be
idea.
fair, again, plot point. And I was too not supposed to be playing at the moment to argue anything, anyways.
And man, we had to get the voices in Dante's head to stop. We did that.
Okay. I know this looks bad, but this wasn't my fault.
is
I know a lot of things
This is-
line up here
the-
that make it
Dante.
seem like it's my fault.
Dante, you
But I
cannot deny
swear-
this.
It's
This
not
is-
my fault.
This is entirely your fault.
No, I can guarantee you
Alphabet,
this
you did
has
the ritual.
no relation to the ritual that I performed.
after this
There's no
investigation,
correlation.
Yurnal's not talking to anyone, especially the ones in the ritual, especially them.
Hey, to be fair, most of us didn't know what you were doing. I don't think any of us knew what we were doing.
No,
We were just trying to help Dante.
Yeah,
I didn't know what I
I
was
was just
doing.
trying to help a
I
brother
was-
out.
Fresh off the chopping block. Let's go.
I figured it'd be fine because there's wards against this in the school, but I also in character, but also a plot point. So, and it was like 2 a.m. at the time for me.
Why do you think the book was locked up in the Forbidden?
The spell
no,
was
I know.
literally to counteract the fact that there was wards.
Yeah. We kind of like anti-ward spell. Of course, this is best idea.
It was locked up in the fucking. It was not only locked within a chest, in a room that was filled with animated carpets.
Carpet
But,
murder,
like,
yes.
It was basically the forbidden zone of the forbidden zone. Of course, it was bad.
We know, again, plot points, and this is a 15-year-old Yale.
Look, we've all made mistakes, or as I like to say, happy accidents.
How is this happening?
Just happy accidents.
Look, okay, we might have got one teacher killed, but as we know, people like a friend.
Well,
Exactly.
no, a teacher.
Exactly, he has a friend to go with him. Just like when you draw one bush, you have to draw another one. Because everyone needs a friend.
All clouds need a little friends in life.
Everything needs a friend.
God damn it.
I am so tempted to blast that mirror into smithereens.
It's already-
It's
already
No, I mean the
shattered.
frame and every little piece of glass until there's
Just like
absolutely nothing.
Going to make this
throw
place
the
work.
frames.
Yeah, I just wanted to completely disintegrate the mirror.
Just nuke the whole room. Make this.
No. Take a shot of the mirror with you. That way the monster can always watch you.
Julian
just-
should do that.
That sounds great.
Take it to a part of the toilet so it can always watch you shit.
Also, I'm gonna Yeah, no. Just cut out a bit of the mirror in the toilet and just place that bit in there.
But at least now we have like a matching burns. Like I've adapted your style.
Not matching, and yours seems to be more of a rash than a burn.
I know, but it's he clearly just nicked it off of your face.
Wait, did
Is
you
it?
draw that?
What?
Alex, did you draw that, or was that?
No, I didn't do that. I didn't do none of
Okay,
this
so yeah,
editing.
I suppose it is a yeah. You're right.
I
Your
know.
left burn is
He
a
literally
mirrored
nicked the burn
version
bit
of
off your
my
face.
burn.
Yeah, I've noticed
Yeah,
my
no.
burns when I see him. I drew that burn. There's no mistake in it.
Fair
That's what it's
enough.
called.
But hey,
Yeah, I
at
think
least
I'm gonna compulsively avoid talking to anyone in our grade for now. I might talk to other seniors, like seniors a bit, but
No, I'm not even
Yeah.
talking to other students.
I mean, we got the party on Friday, so.
I'm. Oh yeah. You guys are
The
definitely.
party.
You guys are definitely probably returning that money because there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
way I'm stealing that.
No,
There's no way you guys are reasonably gonna steal stuff for now, unless Dale wants to single-handedly steal them, because he's got nothing better to do. Or like someone wants to single-handedly steal them. Sorry, not Dale necessarily.
I'll put those
Like,
days behind me.
Yeah. As much as I want money as a character and as a player, this is not the time for this. Not at all.
well,
Is it
Leku
time,
has some
please?
spare. I mean,
Go back
No, I
to
do think Yale is still going to push for a job just for some random sense of order and normalcy, because classes don't really count.
work is Leku's target practice.
All right, I'm so sorry about that. I am back.
Dante is away now, so
All right, perfect.
are we going to wait
Now
for
we
him?
can-
Can I go invisible?
Can you turn invisible?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
sure.
go invisible.
All right, Julian disappears.
Julian
Okay.
pops out of existence.
He doesn't realize he's gone invisible,
Bye.
but he's gone invisible.
Okay.
Yes.
Trying to think who would notice.
Miriam.
Hell, that was
Miriam just noticed. Julian's suspended.
God.
Yeah, I guess we're going to talk about compulsive things.
Miriam sort of freaks out as you
I
just
freak out if she
vanished.
freaks out.
She's still like holding you, so like she still feels you there. She says, "Julian."
Miriam, what?
She says, "You're you're gone." And she starts like she like cups like your face and like kind of hits you in like the nose.
Oh, no, I'm here. I go to inspect myself, but probably don't. Can you see yourself when you're invisible?
Probably not.
That,
But
that's
it'd
gonna
be
be
funnier if you couldn't. So we'll say
Yeah.
you can't.
Oh, shit.
You hear
Apparently
across
I could
the
go
room.
invisible. I don't know what to tell you.
The guy with the mustache is like eyeing you with like the telescope. And he says, "Hey, what you doing there, buddy?"
I don't know. Help.
He sort of moves past. What you see is another sheet covering another form.
Yeah,
And he sort of
there's
wiggles
an
past.
audible whine when I see the corpse.
He sort of steps on like the shards of glass and just points the telescope at you, and he says, we can see you, pal."
You can see what? Am I invisible or not? Why am I invisible?
And he's staring at you with the telescope.
I didn't mean to do this, sir. I'm sorry. Thank you, fast cars.
Is there a way to
I
just
love trucks.
undo your visibility?
Slightly
dispel
punch him
it,
on the shoulder
I
so he
guess.
breaks concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. The guy like walks up to you and he sort of slaps your face a couple times.
Ow! I got a rash. Stop.
Yeah, no, where he slaps you on the rash, it like really hurts.
And back
Not
his
enough to like
hand
take a
away.
hit point away, but just like it's like searing pain on your face. Yeah, Dante, if you're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got like that horrible like eye symbol on your hand, and as you're sort of holding it out, like looking at it, the girl in front of you is starting to wrap it with like a bandage.
Alright.
And the eye glares through the bandage. Thank you.
Oh, that'd be cool. No, it doesn't do that. Then yeah, no, Dante. So all you've missed is that Varian is sitting in the corner. He's got like this, like
Sick burns, bruh.
this bandage like piece, like attached to his like the right side of his face, or no, the left side of his face. Like from the eye down, and there's just blood speared all the way across his face and all over his clothes.
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
You see that the sort of disciplinary counselor, Caloros, is standing there with a naked Todd who's just got like a little towel wrapped around his butt and little wang-a-lang. You see the eyes of the headmaster and the little smeared bloodstain smiley face. You see the deputy headmistress. You see three people you've never seen before. Some purple guy with white hair, some elf with a mustache, and some other elf who's like grilling everybody else.
Where did
You see Elliot and Leku sort of standing over by another sheet with a body under it. And this girl, as she's sort of wrapping her in, she says, are you okay?"
I mean, I guess. Everything just kind of feels funny.
She nods and she says, does this hurt?"
I mean, a little bit. I think I'm okay.
At this point, you four are all kind of standing there, and the purple guy kind of walks over back towards this woman. He says, "All right, here's my hot take for the day," and he sort of gestures with his hands like he's like framing a picture. And he says, "So, the beast comes out of that mirror over there, casts a paralysis spell. For some reason, half the students don't register the paralysis spell; they just are frozen. Cooper bites the dust, Dorian eats shit, then the paralysis spell breaks, and then the kids fought it off and shoved it back in the mirror and then crashed it. I say we've got a pretty good eye on this case." And he winks at Alesia.
she's going to just look at him a bit. Like, what? Why? What was that for? What? Huh?
The way I see it is this young Asian gentleman here ate a pie, then shot himself, and then put the gun over there so it made it look like the pie did it.
So it looked like the gun shot the pie.
Just another wild night in Wizard City.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love that video.
What the Why is your computer barking at you? And who's constantly erroring? I'm so confused.
Okay, so Julian, the guy with the mustache is like shaking you.
Yeah,
by, like, the
I
shoulder.
try and decast. I try to become visible. I try to
Come on,
uncast.
kid, get with it. And then you sort of just like pop, and you're back.
Here, I'm back. Oh man.
At this point, you see that the Calaros kind of takes Todd and just kind of shoves him against the wall, like kind of not too hard, but like hard enough. And then he sort of walks to the middle of the room with Deputy Headmistress. She says, could all the students please come here? And she sort of gestures with her hands.
Ah, crap.
Okay.
Crunch
Snitches
time,
get
fellas.
stitches, boys.
Crunch time.
I'm gonna wink to the drow guy and come stand over here.
I'll stand in blood.
Does it look like
It's
you're just
like no-
twitching at
We're
him?
both standing in blood. Could be blood bros.
Oh, God.
You know the blunt that Yertle gave me for the This is like the right time to use it.
This is
All right,
the
so
right time.
Gil lights one up.
Ooh, right in front of staff.
Wait. Wait, haven't I seen people do this in front of staff before? I could have sworn people. did this in
Yertle
front of
and
staff.
Elliot are both smoking.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
like,
okay.
So is the purple guy.
Yeah, I figured the purple guy would be fine because he looks old enough. But if two other students are smoking, yeah, fuck it, no. Yeah, he's gonna just use it.
light you up.
Miriam sort of starts to stand, and
I got it.
she sort of like with her arm kind of gesture, shakes you, Julian. She says, they want us over there.
He nods, trying to
Hey,
get
can
up.
I do something purely for aesthetic?
It's been a long week for Julian.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Okay, so I can now do this. Can I just like put it up to my hair, like if I would put it, like if I imagine if I were to put it up to Piper's and just light the blunt like that? Or if not, I have presentation. I just wanted that.
No, so you're like Bioshock, like your thumb catches on fire and you just like light the cigarette on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Can I do
That's
something
fucking
cool?
badass.
Yeah.
Can I do a 180 melon grab?
The fuck's a 180 melon grab?
Or at least a pop shove it.
Again, something I don't know what that is.
Have you ever played Tony Hawk's, man?
Right. Is it okay if later I get a list of the animals Yodel can transform into?
Yeah.
No, the glass.
Nice.
Oh yeah, no. Miriam walked around the glass. She sort of just
Yeah.
like
I'm going around that shit.
went around.
Like with a wide berth.
So she'll sidestep it. The mustache guy kind of puts the telescope back on the table and kind of goes over to stand with his colleagues. And then the deputy headmistress sort of stands up on a stool to sort of address all of you, and she says, currently this incident is being investigated further. But what I can tell you now is that our world is one of many. There are several other sort of dimensions that exist alongside our own. beast that attacked you is from one such dimension. Normally there are wards and protections surrounding Svinthriss to prevent any kind of interdimensional travel, but they seem to have been lowered inside of this room. We don't know the nature of this beast, but we know it was very powerful and malevolent. We are still investigating how it managed to get inside the school. And then Calero sort of steps in and he says, and if it is uncovered that a student is behind it, rest assured they will be expelled or worse. And he sort of glares at Todd.
Whoa.
Oh my god, we actually we didn't even mean to, and we shift the blame to Todd! Oh
Finger
my
guns, boys! Finger guns!
This isn't something we should be proud of, but at the same time, it's good.
It looks like he's like right about to faint. He's just like holding himself on the table. He's like, oh shit, man.
She says, classes for next week are cancelled.
Oh
They
shit.
will resume the week after. But for now, please head back to your houses. And she sort of gestures to the door. And Elliot gets right the fuck out.
He is gone.
It's
He doesn't bolt, but he like swagger walks. Like he gives Leku and Dante like 2 subsequent pats on the shoulder, and he's out.
I'm going to tentatively try to raise my hand.
Everyone in the boys like glares at you.
Can I stay in here and grab some stuff from the chest and work on stuff? Because I feel like that's more calming than anywhere else, even if I am surrounded by all of this.
She says, this room is sort of under investigation. We're going to have all students sort of evacuate the premises.
Can someone take the chest out so I can grab materials from it? Question mark.
She says, we'll see if we can work something out, but for now, please, everyone needs to leave.
I'm going to go grab my door. They can get fucked. They're not keeping that shit.
Is Varian just still here in the corner?
As you go to take the door, the mustache guy kind of walks over to her and he says, so in all of the reports of the incident, the door is still on its hinges. Where the hell did this door come from?
This door is
From
my
the gods
door.
themselves, you heathen.
I take this door wherever I go because it's like, I don't know, it's
Security blanket.
religion reasons, I guess.
Sir, I can vouch for this turtle man. It is in fact his door.
The man sort of looks between the two of you like he's trying to like use some insight to like see if you're lying, but you're telling the truth, and he just like he kind of steps back and he says, very well then, take your door and be on your way.
Thank you.
Alright, Yertle, let's get the fuck out of here.
Eliza's gonna scoop up the telescope thing and take a look at it while everyone's like starting to file out.
Come on.
Let's go.
Just, see you later, sir.
So is Varian still just here in this corner? Is he like cowering or something?
Varian is sort of clutching his face. He's like staring vacantly. If you walk over, he would sort of take notice of you, but he's still sitting there.
Excuse me.
Come on, we have to. I know we're not the best of friends, but we have to leave, and you're kind of out of it. So
Gar comes over and he says, I got him. And he sort of gives like a pat. He sort of goes to like help Varian up, sort of like just the two stand, and they sort of walk out, sort of behind you, or they would cut around you.
Yeah, and they can go first. I don't know.
They just walk past. They scoot past Todd and just kind of waltz out.
So what's the telescope like?
Now,
Okay, so you look at the telescope. It's got like.
Oh, she's picking it up with her mechanical arm.
Okay,
Just gonna hold it in front of her.
You pick it up, and the guy who was holding it says, what? He jumps up on the table. He says, "What do you think you're doing?" And he goes,
What does your mechanical arm look like again?
Raptor.
Good.
It's somewhere
yeah.
in here. There's a picture of it somewhere in here.
Alessia, if you're gonna try to like hold on to it when he tries to snatch it, make a strength check.
She's gonna let him just let go of it. She's just gonna stare at him.
Yeah, 3 prawns.
That's the picture in case.
Yeah. I
Alright.
scroll all the way up.
Alright, he sort of snatches it out of your hands and he says, "This is very, very expensive equipment, young miss. Please keep your hands off."
Yeah, and this is expensive, and she's gonna clap her mechanical arm at her. So fuck you.
He sort of stares at it, and then like glares at it with his telescope. And he says,
Hey, watch the merchandise. It's handmade.
He sort of like leans down, still like kind of standing on the table, up to the woman, and he says, "We might need to question this one later, more in depth."
It has like a janky robot arm. Come on.
He's turning into a rock'em sock'em.
Okay, so if nothing else important is going on, just so I can make Gale forever start of this, what is currently on the board?
Lithium.
It says, well, it does not actually say lithium. It says math, really big, and it's underlined.
I thought it was like cookie plus cookie.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's stuff about like there's a story problem about like if you have 2 cookies and then you order a pizza, how many cookies do you have?
2 cookies and a pizza.
I mean, it depends.
cookie
Are you
pizza.
ordering a cookie pizza?
Well, you guys never got to solve the problem. That's the great tragedy of the story of Spellbound.
That's
Yeah.
tragedy is.
So
That's-
as soon as I get,
That's the true plot, trying to figure out the answer to
Yeah.
that question.
We're gonna
Trying
race
like
Cooper
get
just to
to-
get the answers.
Yeah.
picks up Speak with Dead.
Yeah.
I might actually do that for the lulz.
I might
Miriam
be
sort
able
of
to
wiggles
do
in
that.
between the chest and the mirror, and she sort of takes Julian by the hand and says, "We need to leave."
Okay.
Okay.
That would be nice.
And she sort of goes to like lead you, like very carefully avoiding the shards through the room.
I
Anyways.
follow Lost Puppy style.
Sir, I was just checking it out as, just someone who's interested in stuff like that. You don't have to make such a big fuss about it.
He says, "Oh, what is your name, miss?"
Alasia Devilance.
You see, he sort of gestures, and the woman with the clipboard sort of scribbles some stuff down. And he says, "Please leave the room, Miss Alesia Devilance."
Well, fine. God. And Alasia is gonna just give him just a hard stare of, just, she wants to say fuck you. And then she's just gonna leave. She's gonna begin to leave.
He gets down off the table and just kind of like stink eyes you.
I stink eye him while I'm walking.
Do you walk backwards?
Like slip in the blood.
Don't walk. You're gonna walk.
I was gonna say make a perception check to not slip on the blood or trip over Dorian's corpse.
She's gonna like switch between stink eye and looking forward.
Okay. So you submit is what you're saying. Because he's not breaking contact.
And then finally a middle finger to him before she goes.
Give him middle finger, run.
Actually, no, she's gonna give him a finger with the robot hands to see if he even comprehends it.
Does it even have
Because
a
it
It
only
only
has
has 3 things.
Yeah.
3 fucking prods.
And she's gonna go out to her little hideout and fucking throw herself down and just let out steam.
Literally.
Yes, literally
All
let out
right.
steam.
Gale, what are you doing?
I was just going to. So this kid looks like. So this person looks like 17, right?
Yeah. Gonna get her number or something?
No, I'm just gonna. I was
Can I
just
have
gonna
your
ask.
number?
So,
And maybe a phone.
huge demon.
I don't-
You know, kids are hurt. Want to hang out?
No, God.
What are you gonna say?
Party this Friday.
God. So you look like the only other person around our age that wasn't Elliot or part of this class. Why are you here?
She says, "Oh, I'm one of the healers."
Oh, cool. Is there like is there a specialization for that, or is that just like something that you can do or can't do?
She says, healing magic is really rare in casters, so people who are gifted at it are sort of taken under the deputy headmistress's wing, and we sort of become
Luckily,
specialized
I'm like
nurses.
almost a fucking animal all the time instead of using my only spells what heal.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Hidden
I
talents.
probably should leave now. I'm not sure why I'm still here.
She nods.
Sorry,
All right.
I was kind of just curious.
As Gale leaves the room, Leku, please join me in the private Dungeon Master voice channel.
Oh,
Ah,
shit.
crap.
Uh-huh.
Eat, man, cheat.
And then if Alex would be so kind as to
Oh, yeah.
do the little
For the
doobly-doo.
recordings.
So I might have.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
All right, yeah. Tell us when you're ready, man.
I'm all good. I'll mute.
Lucky's gonna walk up to the teachers, Kalaros and the headmistress.
I'm gonna go and put everyone else really quick. Nah, I'll just leave them there. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, so see, you walk up to him, and they both just kind of look at you quizzically.
Excuse me.
Calaros says yes.
I am sad to inform you that I may have information on what occurred here, but due to issues from the other students, and my own actions, I am struggling to find words for this, but I have the ritual that may have caused this written down in a book that was collected from, I believe it was Dante's phone.
He sort of takes it and he says, "We know all about the ritual."
Well, I don't know how it came about, but I believe it was Dante and Yurtle that came up to me and asked me to assist them with the ritual. I'm unsure if this is the exact ritual that brought down the dimensional pathway, but
He says, "Wait, the other students did a ritual?"
Yes. Many of roughly 8 students were in this room last night. That's why we were all late. We slept in due to Elliot not waking us up, due to him being a part of the group.
He nods and he says, "Thank you very much. I would like to assure you that any other information you might have would be in your best interest to tell us. But I commend you for your honesty." And he will give you sort of a little pat on the shoulder. He says, "What's your name, young man?"
Leku Tormes, sir.
He nods. He says, "Expect to be called upon for further questioning."
I will be waiting, because this kind of action is irresponsible and due to the effects of said action is unacceptable.
He nods and he sort of like moves aside a little bit and like gestures a hand to like point towards the door.
Oh, thank you. I'm have a decent enough day. Leku will leave.
As you sort of start walking away, he sort of like calls. He says, Leku.
Yes?
And then he looks at you with like these glowing white eyes, and he winks. And like he's completely stern face. There's like nothing like charming or like cute about the way that he winks, but he just gives you like a little knowing like a nod and just like a wink of the white eye.
Leku seems confused by this.
He says, off you trot, and he sort of just gestures towards the door. He says, get out.
Okay.
And you see Todd is just standing there so horrified, just quivering and naked.
Poor Todd, man. Fucking poor Todd.
Alright, we can go and hop back in the
Okay.
chat now.
Completely by the sounds of that.
Leku kind of got a talking to from the teacher, but don't know about running out.
Not yet, by the sounds of it.
Cool. I'm not accusing Lucky of being a snitch.
I'm just
Yeah.
accusing Leku of being a snitch.
Being a snitch.
Well, I just got winked at by a teacher, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I got winked at by the investigator.
Yeah. To be fair, these teachers are very scandalous with their winkings.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that thing where like teacher sleeps with student, gets fired.
Okay, Jesus, fair enough. That's extreme.
Alright, so
But again,
you
I
guys will
guess
sort of
it
go
is
back to the
America.
freshman house, unless any of you guys have any other destinations you'd like to visit.
I'm going back to my own
What
solitude.
time
house.
is the... Actually, yeah, no, Leku needs fucking rest. What am I saying? Goddamn.
Yeah, what time? Actually, yeah, that's a good question. What time is it?
It's like I want to say like
Morning
early or
class.
later afternoon. That was the morning class. The battle
But
took
it was-
place, and it's been a couple
yeah.
hours, sort of intermediately.
What was the other class that we were supposed to go to?
The class you did not attend was band and choir and astronomy.
Bah! Mess me up.
And I think those classes are dismissed due to the killing of the headmaster.
Yeah. To be
And-
fair, I'm not sure how you do
Yeah.
astronomy during the day.
You don't. You do it during the night. You have your
there's
dinner,
special
then do
time.
astronomy. Yeah.
Leku is going to take a long rest.
Alright, Leku, you take a long rest. Do you just crash on one of the sofas, or do you make it up to your bed?
I make it up to my bed and just crash.
Yeah,
Actually,
don't want to end up like
Eliza's
Tom.
gonna. Can Eliza?
Freckles is on. Kind of comes to the bed and just kind of curls up around you, cutely.
Leku cuddles with. Leku has kitten therapy.
While we're walking towards the place, can Alicia just poke Julian in the shoulder?
No.
Hello?
Huh?
Hi. Dude, you seem like you went through some shit. You know, how you feeling?
We both went through the same thing.
I'm going to pretend it's not till I can go beat the shit out of stuff in my own private solitude. You know, denial till you let it out. I just came to invite you and Dante. Kind of, it's a nice little place out in the woods.
So what?
Covered in blood.
To beat shit up? Where we?
Well, no, I'm probably gonna go a few feet away and like punch a tree till my fist hurts.
I kind of gesture towards your robotic arm.
Well, she's gonna wait with her normal arm. This one.
Why'd you cut off your arm?
It means greatness if you can build an arm and replace it.
To who?
To me, to my family.
Alright,
Go down.
Elliot sort of swings around to the two of you, and he says, "All right, I don't know about either of you two, but I need a drink."
You want to grab some booze and come out to my little place?
And he gestures to the freshman. He says, "I've locked you guys here. I'm going back to the senior house. Have a good day." And he kind of just starts waltzing off.
Yeah.
Anyways, Julian, yeah, you want to come? Dante, you want to come?
Yeah. Hey, Julian. How are things at the moment with you? Are you okay? You seem out of it. You know, you okay?
You probably visibly see him go through various stages of grief right in front of you.
Oh no!
Like,
I took my
so
best
many
friend.
emotions just in, like, his face changes into many contorted, angry, depressed, sad, scared looks. He's going to kind of bring his hand up to, like, you think he's gonna scruff you, but then it looks like he doesn't even have the energy to do that. It's like, what the heck was that?
Okay, so honestly, I have no idea. And I don't know if it's my fault or not anymore.
Why did he try and take me into the mirrors?
Look, this is probably about your dream, right?
If I see that girl again, I'm gonna kick her ass.
Well, he's gonna start pulling on Julian's arm.
Oh. You're not taking my arm as well.
I want to see the version of this story where Leslie, instead of tugging on it, just rips your arm off.
Oh,
Just
God.
wordlessly.
How to scar Julian forever.
Oh, Julian, you need a break, man.
I'm not. I want company out there. Come on.
Yeah,
I want good company.
Let's go do something fun, okay, buddy? You need something fun, okay?
Can I
I'm
wash
just
the
gonna-
blood out of my mouth?
Ooh, yeah, ooh, I can't fix that.
I was gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait for you.
Yeah.
You get cleaned up, okay, buddy? Is there anything I can get you at all? Anything at all? Like, do you want something?
No.
No?
No.
Sure? Cause you've been through a lot, and you don't seem to be taking it very well.
Look, dude. I don't know.
I mean, you're having a nervous breakdown, man.
Yeah. This isn't helping. I'm gonna go wash my
know.
mouth out. I'll be right back. Bye.
You go, buddy. You go.
He's going to nervously walk. It looks like he's forgotten how to walk, but he makes it.
Okay. I was just gonna walk in and say, so.
Oh yeah, that mirror in the bathroom is fucked up now. I'll fuck it up.
You're gonna shout it in the mirror.
Okay.
That
shit's shattered.
Everyone runs. Everyone run. I'm gonna run in after you if I can.
It's
still
probably
hear.
like tossed out the window.
How that works.
Wait. Oh,
Okay,
fuck.
so Julian goes inside. There's like a couple moments of silence with you guys outside, and then all of a sudden the mirror just comes careening out the house. It
That
just
seems smart.
shatters.
Just
To be fair, Dante, I was gonna do that too.
To be fair, I was gonna do that too. No, that thing would be in pieces with the sword.
Everyone goes in a circle
Understandable.
and says, "To be fair, I was going to do that."
To be fair,
Weren't we all gonna break?
Yeah, we were all gonna fuck with the mirrors.
Leku wakes up, walks out, and says the same thing.
yeah, got a very internal.
Yeah, no,
To be
seriously.
fair.
Yeah,
Are
the
we gonna go-
monster comes out of nowhere and says, "I was going to do that too."
I just
This
imagine.
is like holding a can of like Coke.
Are we gonna?
He's wearing a
That's like
bathrobe and he's got a coffee mug.
The live
Coffee mug has like a cigarette in the other hand.
Anyways,
Cuts to like the other dimension. The demon dude's just like, "Fuck the mirror! God damn!" He threw it every time.
Play laugh track, live audience starts clapping. Spellbound is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
anyways, so book
Kramer
lady.
walks in.
Oh, God, what's happening?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's it. I've done it. I've broken my best friend, and now I'm hearing
Oh my
Seinfeld.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I guess we're all going a bit crazy, aren't we? Anyone else here hearing Seinfeld?
No, nothing.
Okay, let's move on.
Hey.
It's called Spellfield here.
You still have the pictures of that advanced combat book, right?
Oh yeah. Don't worry.
Can I see
saved
that?
them all. So okay, here's the thing, buddy. I just deleted them off my phone, but they're somewhere else.
Can I still see it?
They're behind
I
7
can-
proxies.
Print
Are you
them
gonna,
out.
are you gonna
for
give
you.
Gail a shareable link?
I will give you a shareable link. Do you know what a computer is, buddy?
No.
A fucking
Okay.
OneDrive.
What's that?
Well, crap.
I mean, you can always just.
Leslie, do you know
Wait.
this school has a printer?
Is there like a pirate bay
you
for
of all
spell
people
books?
seem like you would know where the printer would be.
Me?
Miriam says, couldn't you just make a printer out of like some spoons
Yeah, can
or
you
something?
make a printer? Can you make a printer? Is that a thing you can do?
Opens up her arm. There's actually like an inkjet there.
To be fair, if Elysia has all her possessions, I'd be surprised if she doesn't own a printer.
I think
Guys.
Elysia's AFK.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Just
Well,
read
Elysia
the
stares
entire
into the
book.
void as you guys talk to her.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
well,
he
that's
made it, so.
that makes sense. Anyways, so point is,
Sorry, what was that about?
oh, okay, and we're back.
Hello.
I had to, just had to deal with something real quickly. What's that about?
So, do you know where the printer is?
Uh,
School.
I don't think the school uses printers.
You
Uh,
could
I could. I mean, if you give me all the right parts, I can maybe try and build one. But I'm kind of dead inside right now and want to get going, but I have to wait for
Yeah.
Julian.
Yeah.
And I guess we got to invite his girlfriend, and she's gonna motion at Miriam to come join us out there.
Yeah, how's that going, Miriam? How, is...
Not you. And she's gonna motion at Gail to go.
Not you.
Wow.
Miriam blushes. She says, me and Julian aren't dating. It's we're
That's
Sure.
a funny joke.
Sure, and my mom and dad aren't married.
You're funny. I didn't know you were this funny.
she says, Dante, listen, I'm not sure that even saving the books to Google Drive is even safe. I think we just need to delete all the evidence.
But I want to read the
No,
book.
why don't you?
I kind of
Julian Boy has a self-writing quill. Why don't you just write something down?
We definitely should.
Yeah, I
we
guess
definitely
write all the important bits,
Yeah.
hide them somewhere, and
We
then
definitely
get rid
should
of
delete the
My
forbidden
place.
one.
My
Like,
little solitary
immediately.
place.
Let's be real. Let's delete Let's delete the one that we definitely don't want to be caught with. Obviously.
Yeah,
she
no,
says,
I
she
agree.
says,
We don't need that.
we doodled all that crap on the rock. I think that Todd is going to take.
Todd is definitely going to take the fall for that.
She says,
yeah.
no matter what happens, Todd is definitely going to get expelled. But
Fuck.
You're welcome for that.
Either now or later, he's getting
Yeah.
expelled either way. So.
but she says, but I don't want to get expelled with him. And if
Yeah.
if we're caught with anything from the forbidden section,
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
I just would rather be slightly better or prepared for if something like that shows up again.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna write down the important bits. We're gonna bury them somewhere where only we know where it is.
I got a place you can put it near where I chopped my arm off.
Perfect.
We'll mark it with
She
your
says,
arm.
I would. She says, as efficient as it would be to use the self-writing quill, I want to leave as little of a magical trace as possible.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That might be the one way that they won't be able to track us
I
down.
don't want anyone to find this because if they do,
I could physically just copy it down. I'm used to writing everything.
Yeah, but you aren't
Sure.
coming out here, so
I mean, he could give me his phone.
it's. Well, yeah, I mean, we could just leave him here with it.
Yeah, just don't mess with anything.
He's got nudes
Okay.
on there, probably.
No,
Okay.
I don't. But I
Question: you just want to put me in the part where I'm supposed to go, and then just leave me with this and all that, and then I'll make sure not to go anywhere else.
Yeah, just write down the important bits and then get back to me when that's done.
Okay.
This is what it's like to be the newest recruit to the boys.
Yeah, you got to do all the legwork, buddy.
I mean, that's fine.
Miriam says, don't worry, I'll help you."
Okay.
Hey, you see, you got a writing buddy.
Oh, so good, they aren't joining.
You have no filter.
She's gonna wave her mechanical armor. This, and you saying what I'm saying, have no filter.
Miriam
Run
looks
for
at
the
you and says, I do not much care for you.
That's yeah.
Not
yeah.
here for you.
I was about to say she's being a cunt. And also, to be fair, that your arm doesn't show. Oh, the fact that you have no filter. That your arm shows you have no impulse control.
He has no pulse anymore either.
But
Oh, I need that too.
Anyways, I bet you're lovely, but hey.
okay.
Anyways,
I mean, you're
Meanwhile-
not crazy bonkers like the rest of us, so you know.
how long is that? How long is he gonna take in that?
I like to imagine he's been there the whole time, but just accidentally invisible again.
All right, so Julian, you're invisible in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm heading back out.
But Julian, I will say that like either before you throw the mirror out or just in like the reflection of like the water, you just kind of get like a good look at yourself, and you look mostly okay. You've got like the horrible rash, sort of just on your skin as you're sort of like feeling it, and like I'm assuming like you like wash your face or something, just like as you're like, composing yourself. As you like start to wash it, you see it like starts to go away a little bit.
Yeah, I'd probably accidentally
imagine it's
lesser
gonna be
restorate
permanent.
myself if that would
I
help.
was going to say,
'Cause I
if
took that as
Yaddle
a
saw you
second.
with the... Same here. Yaddle saw you, he'd probably give you a hug and
Oh, a turtle hug.
say some words
It's like hugging a wall.
to you. It's like hugging a wall,
Julian's
but
coming out, so
has a nice warmth.
Yeah, if I see Varian and Gar on my way out, I would walk up to them, kind of rummaging in my pockets.
Gar's just kind of got a hand on Varian's shoulder as Varian is sort of just leaning against the pillar and just clutching at his cheek. And as that happens, Gar kind of walks up to you, Julian, and he says, "Hey, man, there needs to be some words here for a second. So we don't like you at all.
No, I could get.
It's kind of been that way for a while. But listen, man, forget about the whole panty heist thing. That was kind of just
gonna give you your money back.
That was kind of just a plot to get you guys expelled.
We thought so. We were gonna like pretend to be you guys and try and get you expelled too.
He nods. He says, "Yeah, but I just don't think it matters anymore, man."
Yeah, can we like stop this? Like, I don't like fighting. Like, I'd rather fight huge beasts with you guys than hit you guys all day.
He nods.
This is fucked. I'm gonna give him back his
Yeah,
thing.
he sort of steps back and just sort of like lets you like go down the path there.
Fucking Bard will kick this dude's ass. Oh.
No.
Then they're kicking a few pebbles.
Okay, great, you're here. Let's go before I punch the shit out of just someone randomly.
I'll beat you to it.
Miriam just kind of steps back up a couple paces.
I mean, from your track record, you'll probably just beat up yourself, Elysia.
Hey, that's the only way to cure the fact that I randomly can't read anymore.
The fact you can even hit yourself so hard to knock yourself out is crazy.
Anyways,
I'm just gonna look at Julian with a look of when she says that. Should we tell her?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah. He kind of just goes to walk away. He's like, yeah, someone's fucking with you, Elysia.
yeah, someone is
Glare at Toasty.
I just
Hey.
walks.
who now
Just
tell me?
walks by.
Yeah, as I
well,
watch Piper, I'm just like, we'll tell you in the forest.
Yeah, we'll tell you later. We'll tell you when we get there.
Whoever it is getting a brutal death. I'm gonna crush their windpipes.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was Todd.
Yeah.
Totally, it was 100%
Anyway,
Oh god.
Todd. He's already expelled. Might as well add death.
Todd is so.
Come on. Todd wasn't that bad of a person.
Any
I don't
chance of
say
having
Todd.
redemption?
Todd's just an idiot.
Any chance of redemption Todd had just went out the window.
I miss him. I'm gonna miss him. His Boston accent.
Anyways, Julian, Dante.
It's gonna be funny. Let's get going.
Yeah, come on, you nerds.
Come on, buddy. Come here.
I'm gonna go lead them out to the little place I've been working on.
All right, so the housing ward is sort of like this setup of like it's like almost like a little neighborhood sort of thing where like there's like woods everywhere, and there's like the houses for all the different little places. And as you guys are walking out of the woods, you pass by the Crub Club house and the senior house, and from the senior house you just hear raging dubstep music. And you hear like people screaming, like having a good time as you just sort of waltz past. The Crub Club house is silent as you sort of waltz through into the woods. Gail, Miriam sort of takes Dante's phone and starts walking into the house with producing a pen and some paper.
Yeah, I was just gonna take out mine too.
All right, so you two sort of just pop a squat and just start scribbling down.
Yep. Though Gail will ask if she wants him to add like a little excerpt that might get them less in trouble if they get caught, because he can somewhat try and bullshit his way through that. Well, no, not a code. Though we could do that too.
She says, "Oh no, I like that a lot. We should code this."
Code it.
Yeah, we could code this. But yeah, no.
Good idea.
Okay. Yeah. How do you
boys?
think we should do it? Should we write the code somewhere? Do you think?
Just gotta pretend it's like a recipe book.
Oh shit. Okay. Miriam gets a critical intelligence, so she fucking ciphers this shit.
Oh god. Well, I was gonna say my 15 could probably help with that. I feel like she's got it.
She just
already.
starts like. There's stuff with like holding the paper up to the sun. You gotta like reverberate like all the numbers and like swap them around, and there's like weird like
Please leave a code for this.
variable codes.
She probably will remember this considering
Don't
that was
forget,
a
you have to
crit.
convert it from Morse code.
Yeah, you have to convert it from 7 different languages, and then
God.
convert that into like music notes.
And then the
They'll
music
make
notes is
slightly-
in like number
that
formulas.
like plays songs, and like the band names are like are
The first letter
anagrams.
of each band name is the letter of the word.
Oh god. I feel like a good code is one where you don't need to go through 50 different things to
Oh no, this
do
is
it,
the
but
best
it's not
code.
figure outable.
This
It
is not
means-
a good code. This is a great code.
It means nobody
Possibly
will break
be
it.
translated at all.
Fair enough, but how long are we expected to take to read this?
She says, "I can translate in like 5 minutes."
I'm just gonna give her a look. You know, Julian is lucky. Yeah, sure.
I heard Julian
gonna-
is Lockheed.
She gives you like
So lucky.
half a glare, and then just kind of goes back to just scribbling.
He's just gonna look for a bit and kind of admire. With his solid 15 intelligence, doesn't understand shit.
No, you get what she's going for. Like you sort of understand the code as like not really, but you're kind of following along, just kind of like slightly cluelessly.
Okay. I'm just gonna also look around and make sure some people aren't watching her overly. Like, I understand that there's no way they're obviously gonna break this, but still.
I gotcha.
Okay, by someone I mean Toasty.
Damn it, Toasty. At least grapefruit's distracting out of the question, at least.
Grape nut, you mean?
Grape
Great
nut.
nut, yeah.
Shut up. I have
Well,
good
you-
memory.
It's
Well,
fine.
you guys can go have your forest thing. After this, I was going to do something with Gale, but of course you guys go first. Or unless you
So-
go first. But he's
Finally get the
asleep.
fucking job.
So what are you guys gonna go
Good job.
do in the forest?
I don't know.
I bring them to that one place where I built the arm. Like the
Okay.
little hideout I'd set up.
Having fun, and I feel like we need to decompress Julian a bit.
Alazy is gonna go away for like a minute or two and just come back with like a really bruised fist.
Come back carrying like 3 trees.
God.
Calvin's tree.
Welcome to Minecraft. Or Ark.
God.
So I have like no reason for why I brought you guys out here. I just kind of
Like you were
kind of
gonna
like-
murder us, kind of.
I mean I'd want company. Is that a crime?
He
No.
shakes his head. How much blood is around here?
So I've worked up a map here. It's not super done, but it's gets sort of the idea across. It's on the same map. It's just to the right a bunch.
Oh, okay. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
I
there
did
it is.
not cut my arm off in my camp. I went away from that and did it.
Well,
So,
I'm sure
like-
you worked on your arm in camp, so you'd probably be bleeding
I
quite
built
a-
the arm
Oh, you did
before
cauterize
cutting
it,
my arm
yeah.
off.
All right, fine. The blood's over here.
Yeah, just Alazia's not that dirty.
Debatable.
Are we sure?
we sure.
All right, so Alessi just goes off and punches some trees, I guess.
It's her way of blowing off steam.
So Dante and Julie, you're just kind of in this weird, like, makeshift engineered little, like, forest clearing where there's all sorts of, like, mechanics, tools, and parts just sort of laying around.
Great place she has here.
Yeah, it's homey. I guess.
She's stolen one of the tables from the
Oh my god.
freshman
Carl.
house.
Oh, that's where that table went.
I like
Oh,
the
yeah.
art feature. The 4 cogs.
Yeah.
4 cogs of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Well, if recent events or anything to go by, that might come a lot sooner.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, well, stuff's happening, buddy, and I don't really know what to do. And by the looks of things, you don't know what to do either.
I have no clue what's happening. What did your guy want with me?
I don't think that's not my guy, all right?
Who's
The guy that came
who's
for
that
you
guy
is
then?
not my guy. My guy? Oh, he's way different.
Did you ask your guy who that guy was?
Yeah, I tried. He's not very good at responding and getting back to me, though. I can't just, like, email this guy.
Dude, that'd be the best warlock ever.
Yeah.
Just like has like
It's the net
Yeah, I know. Your patron is Steve Jobs.
just like gets to email his warlock. It's like dear patron.
Dear patron,
Dear
can you please
patron.
tell me what's happening?
Hi, it's me again.
Please stop fucking me in the
His
arsehole,
patron could be the internet.
Oh god.
The most indecisive,
just-
toxic.
Dude, the
Chaotic
internet is my
ever.
patron. Just gives me power, but I have to do.
I can only
Oh,
speak
God.
in memes.
Oh god!
The
I
great
would
sword of
murder that
Artorias.
character.
Can I do the forward flip attack?
Yeah, make a dexterity
Oh.
check.
No. I'll kill myself.
Sorry, this is...
This is bad. Um,
Look, man, I've tried. Trust me. I don't know what he wants. I don't know what that thing did, but he wanted it done, and he was not happy when I told him I'd do it later. So, I just kind of had to do it. You gotta do what you gotta do, and I had to do that.
yeah, I mean,
It's business.
I don't like you having weird shouty things in your head, man.
Well, I
but
don't like that you're having dreams about everybody dying.
I don't. Hey. Have I had a dream like that? Shit.
No, but I'm saying, you had a dream about a
Yeah,
moth,
true.
and then a Mothman came after you. So, and then 2 people died. You know,
Yeah, I think
it's not
that
your fault.
that dude
but-
was going real light on us. He moved his hand and killed Mr. Cooper, and then we all started
Yeah.
beating him up. Are we insane?
Maybe. I know I am.
There-
I don't know about you though.
There's a slight part of me that hopes I get expelled, but then I won't have a whole bunch of wizards around me to protect me.
Yeah, I think you might be better off here, buddy. If he's after you, he's gonna be coming after you, and if you're not being protected by
fuck.
anything, then look, man. If he's going for you, he's going for me too. Okay, I got you.
He walks off behind a tree and you just hear throwing up.
Oh, buddy, are you gonna be okay?
I'm a bit stressed. Okay? I don't...
Yeah.
Where did she have all these tools? Where did she get these? Where did she
man.
cut off her arm?
I don't.
This is so confusing.
I know you've seen a lot. You've seen a lot. You've done a lot of things. A lot of things have happened to you, and to you specifically. But man, this is magic school, okay? Sometimes things just happen.
Shit.
Yeah, I know. It sucks, but that's just how it is, pal.
So Alessia just kind of comes back at this point, just like blood kind of like spewing out of her knuckles.
Oh, lovely.
Very very faintly, but she's punched something.
You have fun out there?
Yeah, it felt good. It was either that or throw up, and I don't like throwing up.
Oh, he just threw up.
No,
Oh.
come on, man.
Congratulations.
Don't tell me
You
I
guys
threw up
want
in
a
a
soda?
camp.
No, he did it behind the tree. It's fine. It was classy.
I mean, there's like
Julian
there's
is
shit tons
so
of blood.
stressed.
You could have thrown up in the shit tons of blood, you know. So not that much it helped.
He is so pale.
Buddy, you tell me what you want, and I'll get it for you. You want someone dead? I can do that. You want like a strawberry lemonade? I can get that for you.
I want to know who's trying to kidnap me into Mirror Worlds, man. I need to know. I need why. Kind of like
I want to know
cradles
too.
his head.
Whoever's trying to get my friend. Oh hell no!
Yeah, cover my ears instinctually, just nervously. Where? What the hell?
I have no clue what's going on, and I'm interested.
I've
Is,
done
it,
it.
is this a running thing, or was that demon attack?
Okay, so let's
I've kind of
You might-
been out here
You might as
building.
well know.
so-
Yeah, you've been away. A lot of stuff has happened, okay? Where to even start? We've both been going through some personal things.
Not puberty. We're not talking puberty.
No, it's mostly just stuff with the mind. It's interesting, I guess. He had a dream, and then I have visions, and I talk to something. I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but he's usually he's very good at getting what he wants. I'll leave it at that.
While they're talking, Alizia is just going to pop out her 6-pack of soda and just put a black cherry soda in front of them.
Ooh, sody pop.
Oh, you put it on the ground in front of me? Thanks.
Yeah.
Ah, crap! I had the black cherry soda too. There it is.
Sody pop.
Oh, nice. Scrunched.
Fat boy.
thick cherry
Thick.
cola.
I like to imagine she uses her mechanical arm as just like as a
You have a bottle opener on your arm.
Yeah, that.
Okay, Leslie, you totally have a bottle opener
A
on your arm.
Swiss Army knife.
Does it like store it and you can like sling it out at some point? Just shoot bottle caps at people.
Actually, that's a good idea.
What, buddy? If you want to not be stressed out anymore, you need to start giving people ideas.
I'm sorry.
I mean, what am I going to use it on besides that? Besides the loser who's cursing me and the fucking demon monster that invaded.
Oh yeah, we need to tell you about that.
Yeah, give me the deets.
So we kind of put two and two together here, and
It was Yodel, honestly.
during-
He fucking knew.
yeah, during potions class, we kind of saw Piper. You know Piper, right?
Toasty?
She's been cursing you.
Okay, now I just need to figure out how to get away with murder.
I can do that.
Okay. How much? I can give you. I can build you something.
So I'm gonna need a stovetop, some pliers, and probably a lot of knives.
She'll
and a shovel.
She doesn't understand if like this is a joke or something. She's gonna pull out her pocket knife.
Oh
And
no,
just
I'm
hand
completely
it.
serious.
Just put it in front of you.
This isn't a bit. I'm serious. I can do this.
She'll.
I know how to get rid of a body. It's a pretty simple process, actually. I can make it so she can never be identified. I can elude
meanwhile,
private investigators.
Yeah, I
for
deeply
years.
bury my focus into my drink hearing this. Just like, yep, I'm hanging around with the right people.
Gail,
This
you're
is
sort of
fine.
sitting there while Miriam just kind of like Dexter's all over these papers, just like making like this incredibly complicated code. And as Toasty is sort of just getting toasty by the fireplace,
Toasty.
you hear a knock on the door.
Oh crap!
I'll do it. I'm just gonna nudge me. You take it? Whatever. Did open it? Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay.
It's your brother. Hey,
So
Antonio, it's me.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
So you open the door and you see someone who looks familiar. It's sort of this very sort of a downer looking guy.
Looks emo as hell.
He's got like this like completely horribly styled like oddly shaped hair that sort of just flops over down the side of his face. And he's got like this suit coat, like this weird like old fashioned like uniform underneath the Svinthriss black robe. And he just looks at you with like this completely like dead, flattened expression.
Do I recognize the uniform?
He's wearing like it doesn't look like a it just looks like a very, very nice like old fashioned sort of clothing set. You don't recognize it, but he's just wearing it underneath the black robe. He just stares at you.
So, why are you here?
He just sort of coughs and then steps back, as if like offering for you to step out too.
Hey, Miriam, I'm gonna be right back. Gonna go talk to someone.
And then he just sort of walks off, like down the path, like just away from the freshman house, like not even looking back to see if you're even following him.
Well, I'm gonna follow him because why not?
All right. Now, Gail,
My
come
turn.
and join me in the secret DM private conversation chat.
Oh my god.
Okay, sure. Hey, Alex, you can hear this one. I don't care if you want.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, it's just a call. Wait, he's alive.
No, he's not. He's not alive. He's not alive.
No.
Time out. TV time out. He's dead.
Twin.
He dies. He dies the second time.
Shit.
His body just collapses there.
He just spontaneously combusts.
so what did I? Wait, what happened when I left to go to the private chat?
Dorian was there for a second.
Okay. Okay. Alex, get in here.
All right, here we go.
No.
Okay, I need to figure out how things work.
I just noticed. Yeah. And by the way, we're all in the same. I'm pretty sure you're moving Julian as well if he's just hiding in the trees as he was deleted.
All right, so Gale, this guy just kind of walks you into the courtyard, and then he kind of pulls you underneath a tree, and then he sort of like does like a weird gesture with his hand, and then like the colors of of his like hair and like of his face and of his clothes just like diminish, and he looks completely different. And
Yeah.
at that point, you like completely recognize him. So this is Svinthriss. He's a member of the Channelers. He's also an air genasi.
Mhm.
And he just looks at you with like this dead expression. He says,
I'm just gonna look at him before he says anything. I thought you finally embraced your inner emo. Sorry, continue.
he says, "You look just as emo as I do." But he says, "But listen, we need to talk very, very seriously."
You mean? Let me guess. Is this related to that random dimensional whatever opening?
He nods. He says, "You certainly are smart about it, aren't you? Listen, that was not cool, okay?"
What?
He says, "As channelers, we hold a certain responsibility to planar knowledge. Our goal is to unite all planes of existence into one unified being.
Yes.
And in order to do that, we can't be giving other people any insight into interplanar travel until we succeed in making that world the reality."
Okay. So is this what? Okay.
He says, "So partaking in rituals that lower wards around explicitly no portal planes like the material plane at present is a very bad thing to do."
Huh. I'm both very curious how you figured that out. Second of all, I didn't quite, I understand how that worked. My bad. And third of all,
He says, "Listen, I know you weren't informed of any of this. You are trapped here.
yes.
I'm unfortunately going to say to you, you would be in a lot more trouble if you weren't, because things have been happening back home."
I see. So am I going to have to get disciplined? Is there something I need to do? Do I need to? Obviously, I'm going to keep all of this context in mind from now on, and probably immediately burn the next book like that I see.
He says,
if it's in the wrong context.
You're basically MIA right now.
Yes.
We know where you are. I've been sent by the higher-ups to sort of reprimand you and tell you to knock it off, but what happened was small on our scale, but large on the scale of the school, and
Yeah.
I'm just here to tell you, you need to get your shit together, because if you're ever going to come back and join us, you're going to need a little bit of working out.
Yeah, I realize. Don't get me wrong, I know very, very, very well that I screwed that up. This entire time, he has not let go of the grip of his sword since that happened. He's just holding the handle. He's just been holding the handle this entire time.
He says, "So, all I'm going to say to you, in short, is keep yourself out of trouble.
Yeah.
If you ever encounter that thing ever again, either kill it or find something that can."
Oh, I was planning on that. Don't
He
get
says,
me wrong,
he
was
says,
planning on
"Listen,
that.
I know you have all sorts of wonderful revenge or goofy little hero schemes to take it down. But listen, that thing is a threat to interdimensional security. We don't know what it is, and we're investigating it on our own end. But you need to be more careful.
Yes, and as you've been stalking my friends, and have you? So, is it just me that you know about this, or do you want some more context, or what?
He says, the Order has eyes everywhere. I've just been sent to be the messenger because we know each other, I guess.
Fair enough.
He says,
Yeah.
This is the gist of my message. Kill that thing. Don't go looking for it. Keep your nose clean, kid.
Yeah, I know. It's probably gonna go looking for my friend, so I'll keep that in mind, obviously. Though, after you think about it, it's probably gonna come looking for my friend. That might be something you want to keep in mind.
He says, which kid?
Julian, the one that both had a vision about it and seemed to be attempted, and it seemed to attempt to kidnap. And yes, I understand this is not very cool about it, but I'd rather keep my friend alive in that context. Out of character, I was about to rat out Dante, but decided against it.
And he says,
not that I know that, but yeah.
Listen, if your friend survives or not, doesn't matter to us at all.
Yeah, no, I'm just keeping him. I'm just telling you that he seems to be a target of the thing, so it's helpful.
But if that's true, he could prove very useful to us.
Exactly, and I realize this sounds horrible, but he's something that would help us catch him. So I figured that's necessary to bring up.
He says, "All right, listen, I'm heading back. That was the gist of what I had to say. Goodbye," he says.
Goodbye.
And he sort of reaches into his vest. He pulls out this rather tiny, dagger, and a big old portal sort of opens, and he just kind of steps through, and he's gone.
Gail was just gonna say. Gail was just gonna say after that warded my ass. Jesus Christ. Okay, I guess we can go back now. Huh, that was interesting.
All right, yeah.
Yay. Yeah. There's just casual lazy 8-year-old like you and the others at the other side of that screen that entire time. And I guess I'll walk back into here.
Oh crap, were there other people in the courtyard?
Yeah, there were more people in the courtyard.
Oh, they weren't there. They pretend they didn't exist. I was zoomed in really far.
Yes. Yeah, so was I. I just zoomed out last minute and noticed them and found that funny. But yeah.
All right, so yeah, you guys are just sort of chilling in the woods for like an hour now. It's the sun isn't going down, but it's starting to like it is going down, but it's not down yet. I guess it's becoming the sun is going down.
It's
That's the end of that sentence.
It's like 4 or 5.
Oh no, it's like 7, 8.
Oh really? Oh okay.
I assume we would have wanted to go grab dinner. Some of us.
I don't know if Julian can stomach it at the moment.
No, he'd probably just throw it up.
Yeah. I need to fix you, buddy. I don't know what to do for you, man. I mean, like... Are you sure you don't need anything?
Look, anything I need, I'm sure I'll discover within the next few days. Right now, I don't know, and I don't know.
I think you need to lie down, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep for a week.
I think you need to lie down.
Try and make his way back. He places the drink back down. He didn't even open it. He just held it.
Just... Oh no.
I'll take you guys back because I don't know. I'm going to allow you guys to stop by here whenever you want because Julian's fucked up and Dante, you're cool.
Woo!
And I like fucked up people.
That's weird.
This is gonna be fun.
Hey, when you're me, you gotta.
What?
Don't think about it too much, buddy. Don't think about it.
Alright.
That's all I can tell you. For the next few days, and really just as a general rule for the rest of your time here, don't think about it. If you think about it, it's just gonna make it worse, buddy. Just don't think about it.
Thanks.
If you don't think about it, it can't hurt you.
Sure, I won't think about it.
Just don't.
You know, if that did turn out to be some weird friend of yours back there, tell him
Which
to
it's not.
piss off. Leave me alone. Ask him what he wants.
You know, maybe just for Julian's sake, why don't you ask your friend? Because it's not them, but maybe they know him. Ask him to pass along a message of "fuck you." I think that works out well.
I've tried. I've definitely tried to ask my guy what's happening, and he's maybe he'll say something tonight. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that if it happens. But it might not. But it might also happen. He's kind of weird. He's really not reliable at all.
Yeah, he's really just shrugs. He's just walking.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's gonna-
I need to get him back. I need to like.
Yeah, just follow me. Don't go that way. Don't go that way.
Oh, hey, there's an arm. Oh.
All right, yeah. So you guys are sort of all head back. I assume that either some of you get dinner, some of you don't. Doesn't really matter.
I take him to the outskirts and point him towards his house, and then I'm gonna go back and tinker a small bit with the parts I got from the chest.
Okay, gotcha. You sort of convert all the empty bottles into swords.
Melt them down.
Yurtle, what have you been doing this entire time?
He was most likely would have gone and like sat down at where he was growing stuff. Not growing anything anymore since the last harvest. Would have probably started praying to spirits and that, and just asking for any spirits of nature to show guidance and protect him and his friends.
I mean, you did get a bag of carrot seeds.
Yeah, I did. I might also start planting them whilst praying. Might as well. Do something
Don't step on the
relaxing.
glass.
Yeah. I mean, the glass
You
is...
you got turtle feet, man. You don't gotta worry about that.
Yeah. You threw that mirror a bit closer where, like,
It was
my
a
garden
good
is.
toss, though, wasn't it? Like, frickin'...
It was.
Imagine him at shot put. Mad lad.
You just fucking shot put, cunt.
I assume it was like out a window here. The wind just took it.
Okay, so Yurtle, you see that Dante and Julian sort of headed back into the house.
Hey, pal.
Yodel's going to stay where his garden is. He's sleeping there for the night.
Gotcha.
Screw the people who did the ritual. As much as they are his mates, not in
Danger.
the mood to talk.
Toasty eventually goes back up to her room. And then eventually sort of Varian and Gar is sort of like evening turns to night.
Is Miriam still magically coding everything?
Yeah,
No,
she not magically, but she's still like just going over the books and like looking at everything.
Yeah, by magically I mean like inhumanly.
Yeah.
I guess if I go grab dinner, I'll get her something to eat too, just because she seems overly,
Yeah.
invested.
So today's Friday, so it's hot dogs and burgers, sort of little barbecue.
Oh,
So you just sort of slide like just a plate with a burger on it. She just completely disregards it.
Yeah, I'll just leave it there. She'd probably will eat it. I don't feel like she's a vegetarian. That'd be awkward.
Is there a curfew even on weekends?
You have no idea. At this point in the day, the dubstep music coming from the senior house is audible even from here.
Ooh, it's gotten louder.
As sort of time goes on, Todd does not come back to the freshman house.
Yeah!
Shit.
We did it, boys.
Do I still have the random friendship bracelet he gave me?
Yeah, the one that says like.
That's right. Hey, hold on.
POD.
Give me a second. I need to check something.
Careful, sorry.
I made that. Okay. Hey, hey, buddy, come here. I forgot to give this to you. I made you a friendship bracelet.
Really? Okay, sure.
No, Julian. I made it for Julian.
He's
Yeah,
only
no, I
wearing
figured.
one thing, Julian.
Context.
Huh? You what?
Well, I mean, I got up from the seat and I moved towards Julian, and then I said it, so I thought it was implied.
Oh, I know. I said that jokingly. That was
Oh.
for irony.
Well, that just makes this even more awkward.
Yes, I'm gonna stop because that wasn't funny.
Anyways, Julian, I made this for you. There you go,
Yes.
buddy. A little bit of a silver lining to your day.
He looks visibly moved. His like chin quivers, his nose kind of buckles.
Oh no.
He's like right on the verge of crying, but he
Oh, buddy.
You know what? I'm gonna say that
Apocalypse
you
it.
two both gain an inspiration point for that.
Aw.
Aw. Bring it in, buddy. Bring it in. Come here. I'm giving you a hug.
he'll hug. He will
There you
hug.
go.
Even in like attempted manslaughter, there's still the power of friendship.
All right, go sleep,
The
buddy.
power of friendship still reigns over all.
Anime.
Yeah, we could defeat
Yeah,
that
that sounds
monster
about
with
it.
friendship. Just cut to us all being like fucking eviscerated.
That's how we'll beat the Mothman with friendship.
I'm,
Don't worry,
I'm
I'll
just
have a
gonna wave
flashback of a
Dante
really
and
nice
Julian
time we
as-
spent, and then I'll be powerful enough.
you know something I just realized? I'm surprised there was zero comment about the fact that I was high in Box the Tiger.
I mean, that's fine.
Well, I mean, like we've already discussed it in length.
Yeah, the Ring of Fire happened.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all there.
Into a burning ring of fire.
Oh, down, down, and the flames go high. He's probably sitting there just trying to fix his base from hitting it over the head, ending it where he can.
Yeah.
You guys get that book translated yet?
She is coding the fuck out of this thing. There's
Ooh.
currently a hamburger that's growing cold.
Miriam says, "I'll explain the code to you later, but so far the advanced combat magic and the ritual book have both been coded." And she holds up like a big 3-ring binder full of pages, and she says, "That
Oh, wow.
is both of them." She sort of slams on the table.
Wow.
Yeah, she's very smart. I was going to say the second one's unnecessary. You probably should keep that in case it like mentions anything good that
Alright,
we can
well,
use against the thing.
I'll hide this somewhere. I'll probably give it to Alesia to hide in her place.
Oh yeah, guys.
Hmm?
Ice. Well, actually, Miriam, you first. Do you want this burger? I kind of grabbed it for you, and it's currently growing cold.
She says, "Oh, yeah, sure, takes it."
Okay.
She doesn't eat it though. She just like holds it and like looks at it.
Okay. Okay. I was going to say something, but I think I probably shouldn't yet. Or soon. But yeah, no, for that whole what's it called? Yeah, clusterfuck. Okay. Should we
Yeah, let's
like
call it that.
make the whole clusterfuck? Should we make sure that Julian isn't alone, preferably, or something? Just because
He's saying this
there's
while I'm
that.
sitting there.
Yeah, no, he's saying that talking to you too.
Yeah, I'm
do
kind
you
of
want to make
playing
sure
the
that you're not
bass,
alone?
making sure it's tuned, and just look up at you, just with the most wow. Do you really think I'm that fucking
no.
useless?
I'm not
Well, I
saying
mean,
you're
no,
useless. I'm saying it's
I
nice
think
to
he makes
help.
a good point here. Do you want a friend with you? Not just for help? Not
Miriam
to,
says, like a buddy system, just for emotional
Yeah.
support. If you're gonna die, you might as well have a friend.
no one
Oh
wants
my
to die
god!
alone.
I was
Julian.
also
Wow,
saying
that
you
was
seem kind of
harsh.
screwed up. Hopping, you guys kind of took that sentiment to throw out the window. I like you guys more now, but yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, if we're gonna die, we might as well do it together,
Yeah, we might as well get some help.
Julian
I don't mind
stands up
sticking with
and
you.
starts
what I'm
going
trying
up.
to say, Julian, what I'm
Julian
trying to
starts
say
walking
is that-
upstairs, just shaking his head, dragging the guitar
Guess
along
that didn't turn
behind
out
him.
well.
Alright, Julian just
Guess
kind
that
of
didn't
walks
turn-
off.
He'll come
Okay, I
around
guess that
eventually.
didn't turn out well. I meant that with the best of intentions.
Yeah, he's just going
Yeah, there
through
was
a lot right
that was a
now.
lot that happened. Yeah, no.
Honestly, I'm surprised everyone's taking it so well.
Yeah,
Except for him.
Yeah.
He's kind of broken at the moment.
I think
Oh, hey, look,
I
who's
think,
in here.
I think my hand is now. I think my hand is now officially stuck on my
Leku
sword.
is unconscious on the bed with Freckles cuddled up on his chest.
Yeah, Leku was just cat cuddling on the bed as you just sort of walk into the room.
Yeah, I don't think I can feel my hand anymore. I've been gripping onto my sword this entire time.
Yeah. Speaking of hands, Gale, I didn't want to show Julian yet because I think it would just freak him out even more. But I have to show you something
Okay.
with my hand.
Okay.
I don't know if Miriam cares or not.
Miriam says, I can leave if you want to.
I trust her. Do you?
Yeah, sure. She can see it, I guess. I mean, she might as well be in the group anyways. At this point.
Yeah.
So I kind of unwrap the thing on my right hand.
All right, yeah. So you just sort of it looks like she just put normal bandages on it. You sort of just unravel them, and it's not bleeding anymore. But you still have this freshly carved in symbol of an eye on your right
Is
hand.
it the symbol on the book?
No, not at all.
Okay. I'm just gonna take a
The
look at it.
question
And also
is, how
try
detailed is this eye? Is it
how
cartoon?
detailed is this?
Not super detailed. It's just got the little boop, 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 boop.
So the
Nice.
full line eye, where it's
Looks
the
like
top of the eyelid, the bottom of the eyelid, and the
Arrow.
So we officially need to keep that covered at all times. You maybe want to. You have a pair of gloves. I have a pair of gloves that you probably wear.
I have some. I have something to. Don't worry. I've got something.
Okay. Sure.
Ugh.
This is
God,
not
I don't know why this.
thing,
I was half tempted to say, "Do you think you should remove your hand?" I'm not going to say that again, obviously, because that's insane talk. But
No.
this is when the person that removed their arm got that thought process in my head in the first place.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a terrible idea, but I'd still want all 5 fingers.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because she's only got 3, and I kind of want my opposable thumb still.
Yeah, but yeah, no, we should definitely keep that covered at all times.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna casually draw that, and just casually draw down the symbol real quick.
But yeah, I didn't want to show Jillian because I figured it would just freak him out more. I'll show it to him later when he's kind of calmed down a bit, but I think if I showed it to him now, he would just actually die of a heart attack or something.
Yeah.
I think he would just fall apart on the spot because... Ugh.
just literally like a fucking mannequin, just tung, tung, tung.
his like arms would fall off, and then his head, and then his legs would just kind of pop off from the torso. It wouldn't look pretty.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't
That's
see you guys
exactly
at
how
dinner.
he's gonna
Did you guys go
die.
earlier, later, or whatever?
I mean, like, I'm probably fine. Jillian can't stomach it at the moment.
Okay. I'm just gonna continue sitting here while Miriam starts to sketch with this. For now, where do you think we should keep that? To be fair, Miriam has coded the absolute shit out of that thing, where I don't even feel like we need to hide it.
Oh yeah,
honestly.
no one will be able
She
to
says
figure
we don't need to hide it, but shouldn't we follow up on our someone be with Julian at all times policy?
He's with Leku. He's in the room right now.
She says, but isn't
He also has his burden.
I guess.
No, I'm gonna go.
I mean, I
I'm
could
gonna go
go.
there soon. So
Can I get a bit of
Alright, yeah, I
paper
could go now.
and like write on it, "Sorry we included you," and then sign it, like with just a J. He'll understand. And then I'm gonna like
Yeah.
tuck it under Leku's pillow.
Under his pillar, like you would just tuck it in like his
Just
cat,
his shirt.
in
Yeah,
between him and
just,
the cat.
yeah, just wherever there's a crevice.
I'm just saying, in
I
the
tuck-
future, when we come across like super sensitive things, maybe we shouldn't talk about it so much, even if it looks like nothing's around.
I
grab my
just
blanket.
felt like this was something that
Was
my
yeah,
closest
probably necessary.
friends at this point would want to know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like when there's some super sensitive stuff in the future,
As
maybe
for
we
the
should
other
keep it more
people
quiet.
that got involved with the cluster of the fucks,
The
I just
clusterfuck,
needed
yeah.
7 people. That's what the ritual
Yeah.
required.
It's
I
unfortunate that
wanted to
the kid
keep
didn't.
this as hidden as I could, and I did my best.
To be fair, I don't think anyone wants to be expelled, so I think we're gonna be fine. But
Well, I mean, Todd's not. Todd's screwed.
I kind of feel bad for that he was framed, but then again, I'd rather have one person
It
expelled that
was
we
the
don't
perfect
kind of don't
crime,
like. So,
Gale. It was the
Yeah.
perfect crime, and no one will ever know that it was us.
I mean, aside from us, but yeah, and no one but us. No one but us.
Unless they've installed like closed circuit TV everywhere, they've got nothing.
Clues
You'd
Magic
be
TV.
surprised. Yeah, some people could be watching. I know.
Have I ever seen anyone go into this room next to ours?
You would have known.
No, never. You saw that Alesia was like trying to write her name on it on the very
Yeah.
first day.
I also tried to pick it and looked through it.
Yeah, can I grab my blanket
out
and
that
like
it was
walk
like-
towards that room?
Yeah.
Can I attempt to open the door?
It is locked.
Hang on. Can I try again?
No.
Oh God! Do we can hear this?
Knock.
So you just do a cute little flick of your wand, and the door swings open.
I don't use my wand. He's all hands. He's just got his wand.
Oh, you just like
He's got his wand with him, but he doesn't really hold it. It's just like strapped to his waist.
So we just hear a giant loud knock, I guess.
well, no, just
Nice.
the door opens.
Well, no, it says as when a loud knock audible from 300 feet away emanates from the object.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone hears this big like kaboom.
Like who
It's-
probably was not by
I'll be right
this.
back.
I mean, it
I'm
wouldn't be
gonna-
like any other knock, like at a door. Like someone's
Yeah,
at the front
still,
door
that's
knocking really damn
slightly
loudly.
worrying to come out of. That's slightly worrying.
Yeah,
that
we-
that's man hour.
I mean, if there's a loud noise, we're gonna react.
I'm just gonna check. Hey, Julian, know what that was?
No. And they go in.
Okay. How did you get that open?
I knocked.
I knocked.
Okay.
I knocked.
Aw.
That's a
Can I create super bed?
super bad.
Oh
I'm
God.
gonna push all these beds together. Omni bed.
Right, so just every single one.
Yeah.
The hell was that?
He opened the door.
Omni bed.
Yeah, he opened the door. On the bed.
Here, you probably want to up here.
I still want to make a vote. I'm gonna make a
Okay.
vote.
Please try and be quiet. Rest.
Leku, as you sort of are just like startled awake, you find this little piece of paper, just kind of crinkled up, just like on top of you. That just in little writing just says, "Sorry, we included you," and has the signature of J.
Okay. Fair enough.
If I had any editing skills, I would edit this so all of these are bets.
Leku goes back to bed.
Hey,
Because there is
buddy.
perfectly five bets there.
I'm gonna lay across them as much as I can.
Are you sure you want to be alone today? After everything?
I just thought it would be better to get out of Leku's hair. Since everything. I don't really feel like waking up in the same room as him. After all that.
Oh.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm just gonna hold up in here. You know, the door's lockable. You guys know where I am.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna look at Dante. Do you want to do it or should I? Like, do you want to stay with him or should I? Or what? We could leave him and Miriam alone. That would turn out well.
That's a pretty big note.
Yeah.
Sorry, no,
There's
it
the
was
whole
very.
sheet.
You drew on very large paper.
Smiley face gets me.
That's
Aw.
exactly his emotion.
So
He's
we
trying.
included you.
Julian
trying.
is so nice.
He's so nice about it.
I'll stay with him.
I'm gonna wrap myself up like a cocoon
Okay.
and take my Magitonin. I don't want that
You take some agitonin.
Yeah, take a Magitonin.
Oh my god.
I think you're gonna want a double dose of that tonight, buddy.
I'm just gonna whisper to Dante. Is it a bad thing to you that I don't quite? I think that the two of you alone is any better than him being alone, considering your hand.
Julian's
It's
asleep
probably
already.
fine.
Okay.
He just needs emotional support right now.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll be here too. I'm actually surprisingly not used to sleeping there. I think I've slept there once because Todd stole the stuff. I mean, I'll just be here in the corner in case something happens.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna sleep 5 feet apart because I'm not gay.
Yeah, head to toe.
Keep your socks on, boys.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, you're very far apart.
Yeah, now it's really not
It's
gay.
only a bromance until you fuck him more than twice.
There we go. Now it's impossible for parts to lock.
I don't know though.
I mean, you could 69.
No, you wish.
Oh, come on.
God, yeah. But yeah.
Julian X Dante fanfic. Let's go, boys.
Oh God.
All right,
I guarantee
both-
you
both
this is a
Julian
popular
and Dante
series.
roll a d4 for me.
Oh
Oh
shit.
god.
Oh God. Gail's just gonna sleep in the corner here,
crit.
probably in
Crap.
his bedroom.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Oh.
Okay.
Do I wake
it's
up like
gonna
in
be
between
funny.
two beds, like squished?
Julian, after the day you've had, as soon as your head hits, like, I guess, here. As soon as your head hits the pillow, you're just out like that. And I need you to join me
Oh,
in the secret Dungeon Master only chat.
oh man.
Dun,
Man,
dun,
I get a lot of use out of that
And
today.
Dante, or just Julian?
Nah, just Julian.
Dante gets
Okay,
next.
I guess you need to roll the 4 or higher. There one.
Hey dude,
Hey, yeah.
you
Good
fucked
to be
Julian
back.
up, man.
So that night you have yet another dream.
Oh, really? Ooh, castle.
You're back in the courtyard, and you're still just staring at the clock. And the hands have moved just past midnight. or noon or whatever. It's sort of like reapproaching back to the 1 hour.
Oh god. Thank you, Kyle.
I just realized that they're also all in the courtyard, so I'm gonna put you there and then put them back. Yeah, so you're standing there and you notice that as you look up at the tree that's still producing water like a fountain, flowers have actually bloomed along the branches. But they're not like beautiful like floral like colorful flowers. They're just like wood. But they're like in the shape of petals and like blossoms, and they sort of like are covering the bases of all the logs of the like all the branches and stuff. And as you look down at yourself, you notice that you're also covered in flowers.
Oh. Wooden
Like
ones
sprouting out of
or
your like skin. No, regular like real
actual
like
ones?
they're like roses and like lilies kind of like sprouting out of your skin.
Does it
And
hurt?
no, it feels rather nice actually. You feel almost it's like having like animals around you almost. It's like having living things like just surrounding you.
I'm gonna take a seat and wait for who I expect is gonna show up and be mad.
Yeah, you sort of pop a squat on the bench, and you sort of hear like the sound of like fluttering leaves, and then who else would coalesce in front of you except for the Blossom Woman?
Oh god, if it was the other demon dude, I would have shit myself there and then.
Oh, that
That
would
would
have been
have been
much better
fucking
dream
terrible.
sequence. No, she's there, and she looks at you with a very like bittersweet expression, like happy but sad kind of just look, and she just sort of stares at you, and she says, I know that you have a lot of questions, but I only have so many answers. And she just looks at you.
Sorry.
She sort of she shakes her head and she says, when I first appeared to you, that was not a warning.
Who are you?
She like her form is so like inhuman with its structure that it's like it's weird to make out her facial expressions, but she like bites her lip and she says, Julian, what happened today needed to happen.
Who was he? Or that? Or it?
She says, I'm someone here to protect you. Or I guess more to guide you. That beast that attacked you, I can't possibly imagine a way to get you to understand, but you needed to face him today. Because now you know what you're up against.
I'm up against that? I have to do
She
something
nods.
about that?
She says, he'll come for you in any way that he possibly can, and he will kill you.
Oh, he's cradling his head now. Kind of holding his ears. Just...
She comes towards you, and she sort of puts like two hands like on your cheeks in like a very gentle a very warm feeling sort of comes over, and it feels very, very nice. And she says, Julian, right now I need you to listen. And she sort of like takes one of her, like she takes her right thumb and she like strokes it down your cheek.
He will look up. Stressed.
She says, you only have so much time. The clock is ticking. While you're at school, you need to learn and you need to grow. She says, Dorian knew the risks, and so do I. But you don't. You have a lot to do. You'll need to grow stronger and smarter and more powerful. Your friends are going to be your greatest weapons. You're going to need all of them to defeat the beast.
You killed Mr. Cooper just by flicking its wrist. I'm expected to defeat that? I can't even control my own magic.
She sort of backs away and she nods and she says, "We're running out of time, Julian."
When's the next thing gonna happen?
She shrugs and she says, "It's different every time, Julian."
What do I do? Am I doing good? Am I
She
doing
nods
what I
and she says,
should be?
"Julian, you're... I don't know what to tell you, except that you need to grow. Can you do that?"
I can try. I just don't know how yet.
She nods. She says, I think I've kept you long enough.
I don't mind if you stay. Just for a little.
She nods. And you just sort of have like the dream sort of seems to be timeless. But there's sort of just a moment where she just kind of stands there and she goes and she wraps her arms around you and just sort of cradles you. And there's sort of just still moment in the dream that just seems to drag on. It seems to be like forever and yet just like a second. And then you wake up. All right, back to the main chat.
For the story.
Ooh, we're back.
Woo!
Are you back though? Are you really?
No, not really. Dante,
Yeah.
please join me.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I figured.
I'll be
Fucking
back!
see,
Oh
knew
my
it.
God.
Yeah, Alex,
Yeah, okay, so it was who rolled higher for going for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just I could have had to roll initiative, I guess, but okay, no, whatever.
Later, nerds!
Sleep initiative.
Hey, Alex, are you supposed to go back?
Yeah, I'm going back. Jesus.
Uh,
Hey guy.
yeah, hey Julian, how's it going?
Oh, my streams, aren't they?
Yeah, all right, we'll give you a little buzz when
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
time to come back. All right, so Dante,
Yep. It's that time again.
you awaken in the familiar void, like a cave, like just a small dark space, and before you see the same glowing yellow eyes that just stare at you. And as you sort of like look over yourself, you see that where the mark of the eye is on your right hand, instead you have a third eye. Actually, like not a yellow eye, it's like your own eye, but a third one on your hand. And it blinks and you can see out of it.
Oh. Hey, little guy.
And again, your patron sort of like doesn't speak to you, but there's sort of just like this guttural noise, and just thoughts and feelings and messages are conveyed to you in a sense. And it says to you, "That did not go as planned."
Yeah, what exactly was that? I did everything that your book said.
He
But-
says, "The book was not mine. That
oh.
that thing is of great power." And as he says the word power, he sort of just conveys like this like power is one of the most like basic like things he can convey to you. But the sort of the inflection of the way that he like sends it to you is that like he sees this power as beneath himself,
Okay.
but still like of a great stature. And he says, "You lowered the wards around the school. Something else was supposed to come to you. You're not my only chosen agent."
Oh, okay. So I was
That-
supposed to meet with someone.
The eyes all three like kind of blink in like agreeance, and
Okay.
he says,
I guess that makes sense.
"That thing is a threat."
I agree.
He
Well, it's
says,
my friend, and I don't know why.
"Your friend and humankind mean nothing to me, but that thing needs to die." He says, "Now, that mission did not go as planned, but even still, you have been rewarded." And you feel like he gazes at the eye on your hand.
Okay, so does this give me something special then?
He says, "Your next task is to find Beast."
Okay. Do you got any I don't know, place to start?
You see that the two eyes on either the right and the left both close, and just the middle eye stares at you. And he says, "In time." And then that eye closes too.
Okay.
And then you wake up. All right, back to the regular.
Ooh.
Can you like set up a button?
Just a
and
macro.
boop?
Yeah,
Just
just a
summon-
macro.
Just a Julian come back button.
Yeah, exactly.
Baby, come back.
All right, Gail, I need you to make a Constitution check.
Oh boy. Boy, oh
Man,
boy, oh
just,
boy.
is tonight just gonna be the night that everyone gets weird stuff happening to them?
Nope.
Oh man, I
You
wish.
haven't had anything weird happen to you, have you?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Are you still good?
Not
What?
self-inflicted.
Okay.
Not self-inflicted weird stuff.
I mean, Yodel hasn't had anything weird happen to him.
Yeah, he's just hanging out with the drugs.
He's just going to be sleeping in his garden. He's in the corner of the room sleeping.
He's creeping.
All right, so Gail is just kind of passed out. He's kind of like just scrunched up, like sitting against the wall, and he's just out. And Julian, you awaken to hear the sound of crying, like very, very, very distant, but you just hear sobs.
Wait, what time is it when he wakes up?
It's still the middle of the night. It's like 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning? Huh.
Yeah.
Middle of the night and 3 in the morning do not match up. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, as you leave the room, it becomes a lot louder, like it's coming from the main room.
What happened? Wait, so what's happened? Like someone's crying, I hear? No, only
Yeah.
Julian?
Yeah, Gil, you're passed out.
Okay. So we're asleep.
All right. You see
Is
that
Miriam supposed to be out in the?
Yeah. You see that at the table where Miriam was doing all the coding, you see that there are papers scattered everywhere. Like they've been thrown about, and there's like books and pens just like knocked around on the floor. And Miriam just kind of has her head just like leaned against her arms, and she's just crying into the table.
Shit, that's not good. Probably becoming a bit more visible now. I mean, I'm not sure if there's any way to half cast invisibility.
You're like translucent.
Yeah. I'm just gonna slowly walk downstairs toward her. Does she notice me as I'm approaching?
She's like looking down at like her face is like in her arms. She's not gonna see you.
I will gently place my hand on her back and slowly rub in the most gentle, non-threatening way I can.
She like starts and like jerks up and like starts looking around, and she sort of just like kind of sees you, and she doesn't resist you like giving her like the little rub, and she sort of wipes the tears from her eyes and she says, "Is you being invisible just a thing now?"
I don't know.
I don't know.
Are you okay?
And Julian, you can just sort of see on the table. She's got her phone out, and she's got all the pictures from the Arcanad book she got for the Forbidden section, and she's got like a bunch of scribbled and like thrown about notes all over the table and just like all over the floor.
Slowly grab a chair and sit next to her, and I put my arm around her in the way she did before.
Yeah, gotcha.
Thank you, Cars. Fucking hell. You know, if you need any help, we're all here for you. Even though we all are going through some weird shit.
She shakes her head and she says, it's impossible."
I don't believe that for 1 second.
She shakes her head and she says, "No, it's not. It's what I wanted to do. It can't be done."
A few months ago, I didn't even know magic was a thing. Now I've got some weird chick telling me that I have to kill some beast. I got a friend who has some extra dimensional thing talking in his head. I have a friend who's a turtle.
She chuckles, sort of through like a sniff.
I kind of like move some of the paper. I don't know what the book told you, but I'm sure there's some weird way to do whatever anyone wants on this goddamn world.
She says, magic doesn't really solve problems, Julian. It just complicates them." She sort of like goes to like, I would say she closes the book, but it's on her phone, so she just kind of turns off her phone. She says, it doesn't matter right now, I guess. Are you okay? You're up a little early.
I mean, as okay as anyone can be in this situation.
She nods and she says, the thing on your face is going away.
That's good. Are you okay?
She sort of wipes her nose and she says, uh, yeah, I'm fine.
And don't worry, you might not realize it yet, but at some point you might figure out everything's completely accessible. I mean, just before we couldn't even mage hand, so who's to say what's possible and not? One book's not going to tell me
nods.
that something's possible.
She sort of puts her phone in her pocket and she says, thank you a lot, Julian. We should probably get back to bed.
Probably.
And
Need any help or anything? We are all 100% here for each other, I'm sure. Because we all fucked up. We've all fucked up.
She nods. She says, good night, Julian.
Good night.
She sort of pushes her hair back like she does in her picture, and then she kind of waltzes up towards the stairway.
Sit there and, after a while, kind of look through all her notes and see if I can gauge what she was actually looking for.
So
I feel it appropriate to ask her.
So much of it is like coded, and you have no idea what code she was using to like. Actually, you can go and make an intelligence check real quick.
Oof.
Beat that 20.
Fingers crossed, lads.
Roll 20.
I mean, it is
not bad. You know what? Yeah, you can make sense of the code. You're not like an expert on it, but you get through it. You're looking at it. And as you're sort of like just kind of gauging the things, she seemed obsessed with looking through the book about Arcanad, the thing that a person becomes when they like overdose on magic,
and how to fix it.
And like she's been going through all these things, and like a lot of the book is dedicated to this weird ritual you can do to like destroy or contain one of these things. And she seems to be like circling through things and like scribbling out like notes on like ways that it's been done and like any way to like modify it in order to reverse the process, but there's just nothing that she's come up with. And then just from like visual hints, it looked like she just kind of threw all the books, like all the papers, like off the table because she was frustrated.
Maybe her parents Arcanided by accident.
Yeah, he's kind of coming up with his own theories as he tries to tidy it up and make sure things are in the right spot. So people don't just walk around and see a bunch of weird code all over the floor. Everything's insane.
Yeah, so you sort of pack everything up.
Pack up her books and tie them up.
Do you just tidy them and then just leave them there, or do you take them?
Yeah, I'm gonna take them and put them in my chest for now.
All right, gotcha. All right, Dante. At this point, if you want to do anything, you also wake up just as Julian comes back into the room, just carrying a bunch of books.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
You feeling better?
Nope.
Nah. That sucks.
I'm gonna walk up and like put the books in it. Well, I guess I put them in my own chest. I don't know why I put them in here. I mean, you wouldn't be down to, help me kill that thing someday, would you?
Oh, buddy, have I got some news for you. I'd tell you in the morning, unless you want to hear it now.
I mean, I don't think I'm going back to sleep. I'm just gonna go sit in front of the fire.
Alright.
If you want to join me, you can, but if you're tired,
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Sure, buddy.
I'm gonna go sit up in front of the nice fire. Like,
It's for some reason near the hammock.
oh. Emma.
Slime, if you don't realize, you have yourself muted.
No.
He's just secretly
Okay,
listening
I'm
to
saying
DM.
myself so I don't overtalk.
Yeah. I'm gonna go sit in front of the fire with Dante if he joins.
Just on the beanbags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you just sit there, kind of like watching the flames in silence for a while.
Yeah.
You see, like, just the sword just sort of hoisted above the mantelpiece.
So, you want that thing dead?
I mean, if it was up to me, I would be running very, very far away from that thing, but it seems other things want that thing dead.
Well, I want that thing dead too. And
Sweet.
so does my guy.
Oh, God. Your guy wants him dead too?
He wants it dead. As soon as possible.
You have no idea how actually glad that makes me. For a second
he
there, I
sees
thought
like
your
a
dude hated me.
Oh no. Well, he has mixed feelings on everybody else. But that thing, oh man, he wants it dead.
Well, I guess the only thing we could do now is grow and become stronger.
Yeah.
How do you
Okay,
even
so
become stronger with magic? I can't do
that
like magical push-ups.
magic push-ups. Is that a thing?
Probably.
I'll look into that. Anyways, that ritual that we did, that whole thing, it was botched from the start, okay? So I was actually supposed to meet someone else, not that thing.
These cars.
When we lowered the wards on the school, it was supposed to let someone else entirely in. I was supposed to meet another agent, but instead that thing came through.
Another agent? An agent
Oh
of
yeah,
your
he's
guy?
got. Yeah, apparently there's tons of us.
Weird.
It is kind of weird. It's news to me.
I mean, would it have been any better if your agent came in? Like, in the middle of class and some dude just shows up?
Probably not in the middle
gonna
of
be
class.
weird. Well, do you reckon they've put back up the spell, or...?
Probably. Well, my guy didn't elaborate, but he said I'd hear from something soon, so... But that's all I got right now, man. I don't even have a place to start. I don't even know where to start looking for this thing, man.
Yeah, me neither. My guy just said to get stronger and I have to kill this thing. I have to defeat it. But well, that was meant to happen, apparently. Apparently I was meant to meet that guy.
Oh.
So you get Mr. Friendly Agent, I get, like, Satan.
Oh.
The Mothman.
He just said all would be revealed soon, so we just kind of gotta wait. I don't like it, and you probably don't like it either, but it's the best I got right now.
I mean, we need to learn. We need to talk to Mr. Defense guy and get some sick ass, like, kung fu spells.
Yeah, we need to, like, get buff or something, man.
Yeah. We also
I mean,
need
we
to
have
help
that advanced...
Miriam. Something's really wrong with Miriam.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, it has to do with when she was in the, forbidden section, but...
Is this related to that book she was after?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but, you know... I'm sure either, just like us, we're all fucked, or we're all gonna be fine. So... yeah, he's hoping for the latter.
Yeah.
The
We
lesser.
can hope for the best, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, so the night passes and becomes morning, and eventually you guys are just kind of joined by everyone else as everyone starts waking up. Do you two just sit on the beanbags until morning?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
Nothing
Then
else really.
At a point, you guys just see Leku come in the door.
I kind of like lay back on the beanbag, leaning my head back, watching him like
Hey.
walking upside down. Hey, Lecker. You're up late.
You're
Oh, yes. Well, I'm not really up late. I just woke early.
I mean, I did see you leave, so you definitely were out of here before we came down.
I got, if my calculations are correct, I roughly got 7 to possibly 8 hours sleep.
That's good.
Okay.
I don't know the exact time I woke up, though.
I mean, what were you
Abdul,
doing out
give me a
there?
number crunch.
Practicing.
That's suspicious. Fair enough.
Suspicious.
Don't think about it, Julian.
Oh no,
Don't.
I mean,
Think about it.
that's fine.
Just, yeah. Don't worry about the tree outside either. That's perfectly fine.
After what happened, man, you could burn down the house and I wouldn't care. Like, you get a free pass.
Do I walk in on after that? Or
Oh yeah, and then also Alesia walks in the door.
morning, everyone. Happy Saturday.
Germany.
I see you two guys got up early, and I'm
Yeah,
not sure what two people
early.
entered through the front door.
Did Gale go into like mom freak out when like he woke up and both the people weren't in the room?
He was slightly worried, but he also figured if he didn't find them in the common room, then that's or the room that they're supposed to be in, then that's what's it called?
We're both just absorbed
Pretends
into our
to freak out?
dreams.
Yeah.
Hey guys!
What?
Julian, Dante, you want to see something cool?
Oh, hell yeah.
Come join me outside, come on!
Woo! Let's
Define
go, man.
Cool.
Unless you, don't want to.
I mean, we don't have class today.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Okay, see you guys.
I totally
Saturday?
forgot it was Saturday.
What day is it?
Yesterday
Saturday.
was Friday.
Yeah, again, happy Saturday.
After
Happy first Saturday, everybody. Woo!
Is it actually Saturday, Leku?
I believe so.
I don't know.
I have 2 noisemakers just on my desk at all times.
As you guys walk outside, you probably see the tree to the right burned as hell.
Oh, that looks fun.
Okay, not caused by me.
Toasty.
Yeah, this tree's covered in scorch marks.
Are you just throwing fireballs at tree, Leku?
I'd want to be more prepared the next time something like that happens.
I mean, does it help? Like, are you better now?
Well, I raise up my left hand and make a firebolt in it. I turned this into this, and on my right hand I make a chromatic orb of fire, which is like 3 inches. So it's like turning a dime into a donut in width. So
Oh, that's cool.
You have to teach me how to do that. I'm sure it works wonders on Tree Boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Well, I've also learned how to do this. I changed the ball to like from fire to ice, then lightning, and just keep changing the element.
Apparently, I can go invisible.
Oh, that's unique.
It seems useful when I want to kill something.
Yurdo, at this point, your sleep is being disturbed by people talking outside.
Okay, you guys
Do I
ready?
have a
You ready?
spell for
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Thunder!
I
Okay.
do not have a spell to stop this.
Elysia's...
Is that note just gonna follow me around everywhere?
It's your special note.
It's your special.
I made it especially for you.
Just a special note.
You put it in your treasures. Okay?
It's just sticky taped to my back like a kick me note.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, actually.
Okay, so Elysia is going to push that little lever on her arm, and she's gonna snap and have the flame appear.
Oh yeah!
Wait,
like
no, it gets better, guys.
Is it like a pilot light, or is it like a
Oh,
like?
please tell me it's a
She-
flamethrower.
She points her arm in the air, and she's gonna use the one-use flamethrower ability, just in the air.
Just
So
all blows
the
up.
freshman house is shooting off fireworks as you guys are just outside. Like,
Oh,
It's like the other houses see us and take it as a challenge.
Oh God. Morning, Miriam.
she gives like a little like curt little good morning.
How are the books coming along? You still got those, or do
She
you
says,
want more help?
they've all been deleted and coded. They're fine.
Cool. Thank you for doing that.
Oh yeah, do I have my phone back?
Miriam has it.
Oh.
Okay, so what do you two think? You know,
Oh
pretty
hell
cool, right?
yeah! I don't know what you'll use it for, but
I have a flamethrower. That's
but
enough.
you got a flamethrower. I mean, I'd say use it on Todd, but I mean,
That will come in handy.
I already burned his ass enough with the
Repeaters.
sunburn.
yeah, man, that guy probably went down hard.
Oh, imagine having to sit there while that guy scolds you with a sunburn on your ass.
Oh man, the peeling. Ugh.
Ugh.
I don't want to think about that.
Anyways, do you guys happen to know where like spare piping is?
Piping. I mean, like, okay, what kind of piping we talking here? Like lead pipes?
Piping
that kind of
strong
piping?
enough to where I could potentially, I don't know, use it to contain explosions.
yeah, Dante, you know those ones.
Pipe bombs, classic.
Gun.
Oh, a gun? Oh, I was completely different train of thought.
I don't. I want to build one in case that motherfucker shows up and I can just cap him in the knee or something.
I mean, I'd want a gun too.
It's probably gonna be some like shitty pipe gun, but still better than nothing. I mean, I know we got magic and stuff, but this guy's probably got resistance to magic. So why don't you just surprise him with a gun?
Yeah, I mean, who would bring a gun to a wand fight?
Exactly.
I mean, I guess you could just like steal piping from one of the common bathrooms. Not ours. Don't
I
touch
think I'm
those
gonna get
pipes.
caught for that.
I forgot.
I mean,
I
like-
slowly just turned to Leku with just the most like, what the fuck look.
You know, Dante. I feel like feel bad for skipping out so long with how cool you are.
Yeah, I mean, like, what else have you been up to?
Oh, I got a grappling gun, and I got a
Aw,
boot knife
man.
and all that.
Oh yeah, boot knife.
Wait, why are you turning to me?
Well, because they're talking about like ripping apart shit and turning stuff into guns. Yeah, I'm just like what the fuck? What are we listening in on?
Well, you guys have fun. Just don't try and go make any more rituals to summon demons from another reality, okay?
Oh, that wasn't a summoning ritual, man. That's just a dispel magic kind of thing, you know? Not even that.
I'm gonna go have breakfast.
Actually,
Excuse me.
Dante, you want to go raid downtown? You want to go raid the town?
I mean, like, yeah, I guess. You want to come, Julian? I feel like you need like a day off or something.
I mean, the train is approaching.
The train is approaching.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go see if
Is
they have a,
here.
I'm gonna go see if they have a junkyard or something and go scrounge around and.
I lost my train of thought.
Ha
I shouted like
Okay, with everyone running off this morning, that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Ah, what?
A bit early,
Continue
but
on
Yeah.
Sunday.
I want to keep going.
It's been a bit early, but you
just
gotta remember,
don't
in
know.
3 days we got another fucking session, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't mean that I don't feel greedy for more.
I feel really bad for Miriam.
Yeah.
Greed is the most prevalent aspect of this group.
I was
No,
going to
see,
walk
I
through
was
the
gonna call-
forest where
I was going to say
beasts
stupidity.
were.
I was going to say stupidity was the biggest aspect
God.
of this
Oh
group.
well.
What are all our
yeah, but
sins?
greed is-
Elysia's obviously wrath.
Just like her father.
Is Yurdo soft?
Oh yeah.
Like who is pride? Like who is
God.
pride?
What do you guys think mine is?
Envy?
Envy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised we. I'm slightly offended and surprised, and thought that at the same time I did.
Piper's just lust.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
Lust for power.
Wait, that
Clearly.
means Julian would be glutton. Because it's the last one.
Gluttony.
I mean...
No, he doesn't- we don't need to all be
Dante
separate
shares
sins.
Wrath.
I mean, maybe Piper can be gluttony,
Yeah.
and then Julian can be
We
lust.
can be lust. Yeah, that would make more sense. He's a he is a bard.
To Miriam, you know.
One day,
I'm
you know.
pretty sure every single bard's sin is lust, to be fair,
Like,
and he is a bard.
just you wait until next season when we move up a grade, he's gonna show up with, like, cut hair and, like, a leather jacket and shit. He's gonna be totally different.
I still want to head into the
Then
town.
he's gonna
I
go
still
through his
wanna-
emo phase, and then, you know...
But so we're allowed to apparently head into town during this bit, right? Like
Yeah,
during the
on
weekend?
weekends you guys can go to the train station at the school and just head off back towards the.
I wonder if they have a scrapyard for the trains. That would be so useful.
I
Yeah,
am not going to town.
So
The
we're
forest
so we're,
part where there's the plants and the botany teacher said there was monsters in that. I'm going there because no one else will be there.
You want
It'll be peaceful, quiet, and I can talk to the spirits better. And
And no demons will appear.
No.
Yeah.
as far as you
that
know.
too. I mean, it appeared because of a mirror. There's no mirror there. Any demon that does appear, it's not the same demon, so it's all good.
Fair enough.
But for now, it's hasta la vista.
I do still kind of wish that we were continuing for a bit, but I'm greedy.
Like who blows up the world.
God,
Really going for that envy labeling, aren't we?
what? No, that'd be. I feel like that's still more greed. Wait, who was listed as greed?
Dante's greed.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
What?
What?
No, he's
What?
definitely pride. He's along there with pride.
Actually,
Yeah,
yeah, Dante is pride.
Look who's lost his title. Because he's not one of the boys.
Oh.
Leku can be greed.
Leku?
Lucky can be greed.
I think the Devilance family is just Roth entirely. Like that's
Wrath.
it's not.
The incarnation of wrath.
Yeah, it's not just Alasia. No, it's the whole family.
You could be the secret 8th sin snob.
No, that's Piper. Come on.
That's Piper.
Or
Piper's
stuck
not.
up.
Yeah.
Or snitch. That's the 8th one.
Yeah.
Snitch.
I
Leku
would
has
have
not
replaced the S with the
snitched
B.
yet, screw you.
Yeah, the 10th circle of hell for the snitches.
Yeah. The deserters and mutineers. Snitches.
Yeah. Exactly.
Ugh.
I mean, what would that circle entail, though?
Oh,
They're constantly trying to steal
Getting
from one another, but
stitches.
they can't steal.
they're just getting
That's
stitched for eternity.
Because snitches get stitches.
Anyway, it's my Guns of Icarus done. Of course it's fucking not.
I mean, I have to go do dishes. So
Guys,
if
what
you
one
want
should I cut off this time?
Cut off your leg.
None.
I was going to say your head,
I think that
but
was
you would die.
She would
Well, I
definitely
mean,
need help
at
if she
this
wants to
point-
replace her head.
At this point, Elise is probably just going to turn into a fucking robot.
Cyborg.
I mean, I have a idea. If she does want to do the head, I would just use Healing Spirit and spawn it in her.
Oh God.
Like-
He's a robot. He's a
Like,
car.
really, the only reason Laser cut off her arm is because it's what signified her dad's turn to a great engineer.
Sure.
It's fucking
And she's-
insane.
Yeah, she believes that she's gonna become a great engineer by doing that.
So she's copying, she's following her dad's footsteps, essentially.
Yes. And we all know how sane Percy is,
Yeah,
which is not at all.
I mean, she's also. I mean, also she's building a
Eating
mechanic.
grape nuts, devil hands.
God.
Well, I've eaten
Yep.
grape nuts.
You just realized that, and look at my arm.
I noticed the
Well, yeah, but no, it's been like that for a while.
Oh,
So
guys,
how long
one
is-
thing
how
doesn't
long-
match
hey,
here.
GM, how long do you think
Told.
the next session is going to be?
Longer than this one.
5 hours. No, 17 hours. We're going.
I'm
17
fine with,
hours.
I kind of want it to be super long, honestly.
I mean,
Yeah.
the D&D player in me does, but the person who has to edit it is dying right now.
I'm so sorry, Julian.
Thank you.
I'm not, but
I'm not Julian.
It's
well,
okay,
Alex,
Cheeky.
Julian.
Oh
We can
yeah,
play-
and
We can play more Dark Souls 2, so you
No,
have more Dark
fuck
Souls
you.
2 to edit.
I still have more Dark Souls. I hate you all.
I'm a pain in the ass. I'm like always having to play Dark Souls 2, so you have to
It doesn't help that you're like 50 bajillion levels ahead of me.
Theoretically, 20.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
I may have wasted like a whole 2 level ups on just like life gems and upgrades.
Oh, yeah. Let's see how long
You have
I've
to
done
be
to this
stacked
rest
on that
of
life
the
gem. So,
Oh yeah, do we get like what's it called? Are we getting XP for this session at all? Or
Of
is this
course,
just-
that question comes into.
Oh,
and of course it's Jeff.
Oh,
why?
At the end of the last episode I uploaded, I threw in some of the memes that were like relevant.
What did you throw
I mean,
in?
you guys didn't fight anything
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
or kill anything.
Like nothing really happened. It was a lot
Yeah.
of talking.
Yeah.
At
and
best,
visions.
At best, Leku fought a tree.
Go on XP.
I fought my internal demons and lost.
Yeah, you know what? Leku gets 1 XP for
Yeah.
fighting a tree.
Yeah.
1 XP that I'm not going to put in my.
Just because it's gonna annoy you too much.
I'll put it in.
Guys, I'm really worried about Miriam.
Yeah, I am too. Like I figured, because it was kind of obvious that she was, had a family member like that probably, and she wants to fix them, but still,
Yeah.
it's kind of.
I'm gonna get this chick to fucking cast some spells. It's all gonna be fine. She'll live.
Oh
Just
yeah,
give her
yeah.
some of
you
the
told-
Magitonin, it'll be fine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she just needs some Magitonin.
It'll fix everything.
Take Magitonin at her.
The
Done.
way to cure someone who's turned into a fucking whatever. I forget the name.
Arcanid.
Arachnid.
Yeah.
Arcanid.
Arachnid.
Arcanid.
Arcanad. Just Magitonin. Just feed Magitonin.
Am I right to assume it's kind of like the thing from Magical Doodads?
Harry Potter.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
weird orb thing.
Magical beast and where to find them.
Yeah, that was a wicked movie.
Go on.
Kind of. I think that was like people who like try to suppress their magic.
Yeah.
To, like, not...
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
kind of the opposite, where if you
Yeah.
use too much of it, it overtakes.
But it's because they were trying to suppress it, it overtook them. So,
Yeah.
It's
You see
it's
the
kind of
theme
like
there?
that.
Yeah, kind of. Well, it's
It-
going over your limits. It's either, like in most things, the consequence is straight up death. No, this one's slightly worse.
You
It
become
depends on
magic.
how you
Why?
see it.
But,
Yeah.
like, the explanation goes under a similar kind of thing. Like, wizards in Harry Potter slowly get magic from the world around them that fills up in their body. So if they don't use it, it will eventually turn them over. But in this world, mages are pouring the magic into themselves by themselves. So if they pull too much,
They become an
basically the same.
elemental.
So it's like when you don't
Yeah,
bust a nut for like a month. You're basically dead. You become the nut.
Good job, Alex.
Alex, it's like when you've been busting nuts for like the past like 20 minutes and like been doing nothing but that, and it's like
Oh
you're like
Jesus!
you're like 30 your 30th nut, and then it becomes
In 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
You nut.
You just like a
Let's go
withered
from a
away.
semi-serious conversation into that. At an
Just-
instant. Welcome
Just
to
withered
D&D
away. It's
Journey.
like when someone gets like nutrients sucked by Cell in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh god.
Just a husk. Holy shit.
For fuck's sake, guys, seriously.
Look, I just need a frame of reference. Something I understand.
That should be a frame of reference. That really shouldn't be.
Holy shit.
But yeah. Shoot, I was going to say something. Yes.
Can you use control water to make someone nut?
Oh my god. You know how actually deadly being able to control water would be?
Oh. Too deadly.
You could inflate the hell out of someone and then burst them from the inside or
Freeze them.
yeah.
Yeah, you could literally stop their heart.
Well, you could do that with a
I mean, it
punch.
depends. You consider water blood. Or blood enough
Well,
like water? Because if it depends on how specific the spell would be. Because maybe you wouldn't be able to control all water.
Like, honestly, if you get a tiny air bubble in your fucking bloodstream, you can have a heart attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you could totally do that with like controlling air. Or you could just again like make them super or fat and then
Yeah, a tiny
No,
cut on
just
someone,
crush their
you
lungs.
force air into their veins, they're dead.
or you could just crush someone's lungs realistically or drop air pressure around them and they would implode.
Or shoot them with
I
a
like how we're conversing about killing people.
Well, there's plenty of diverse ways to murder people and creative ways that a video game allows you to use it because science and it's people